Hello, friends. Welcome back once again to week 5 of Roll Need, the pre-show. This episode is going to be called The Road to Redridge. But before we hop in there, guys, what's good? What's new, Arena? We got to see each other yesterday at a brewery.
We did. It was good beer, too.
Yeah?
That sounds like fun.
Nice. Then I ended up at some dive bar in the middle of nowhere. But as you know it very well, I've never been. But
here's the weird thing. I grew up in a tiny town in northwest Connecticut where there is nothing. No reason to ever go there. There is absolutely nothing. This brewery was like most of the way there, right? It was very close to there, and we had happened to meet up there because I was actually meeting up with my family. My entire mother's side of the family had a reservation at a restaurant right next to this brewery because it's my grandfather's 80th birthday. So we're like, meeting the halfway point with the relatives out there. And then Ryan goes to my hometown, which you had probably never been to.
Nope.
To go to the one bar in town. It's called the Rusty Nail. How was it?
It was fun. We played darts. We played pools free. They had a live band. We had a lot of fun.
I like how that's a thing that's like, hell yeah, pool is free to play at a bar, man.
Hey,
I mean,
usually it's like $1 a game.
Yeah, I know. That's what's sad is that we have to be excited about that now. You have to pay to play.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is lame.
Wah, wah.
And I never have quarters with me, so.
Or cash for that matter.
Cash,
Yeah,
period,
seriously.
The struggle, man.
It is a struggle.
Yeah, it was cool.
When we closed the bar at 2, and then it's like an hour drive for me, so it was. I didn't get home till like 3, and then I slept until noon, which is never a thing I do.
That sounds terrible.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Dude, Discord is acting so funky right now.
What's going on?
What's happening?
A lot of webcams flickering. I see Ryan is desynced for some reason.
Is there audio issues though?
No.
Not really.
Oh,
No.
I see. Yeah, I see.
As long as there's no audio issues, but
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know what's going. Lately, it's been inconsistent. It's kind of the beast that is Discord. Yeah, you're flickering like crazy.
Maybe
Soapy.
we need to
who's you?
Soapy.
Me? Oh,
Oh yeah, I've seen him flash a few times.
that's weird.
I just noticed on my Discord green arrows on again. We were just talking about that. There's updates every day.
Every single day. Sometimes twice a day. If you're lucky.
Yeah, I swear to God, I did this morning. I clicked that earlier, and there it is again.
Come on, Discord.
Yeah.
Well,
One update.
Zoe, you've been playing what, that Call of Duty? The new Black Ops?
Yeah, we've been playing a bit of Black Ops. The 3 of us got it.
Yeah.
Not really much before that. Right now, it's just sitting and waiting for Classic. But Blops is a nice little, hopefully week to 2 week period where I'm not wanting to just
Is it
lay in
good?
bed all day.
Yeah. Well, so I'd say it's good.
It's
if you
good for
haven't
a
played one
COD
recently.
game.
Yeah,
Right.
and like if you haven't played a Call of Duty game recently, then it's good. If you played like the last 2, then I mean, it's gonna be pretty much the same game.
Huh.
If it gets like some balance changes, some bug fixes, it's what PUBG should have been.
Yeah,
it
it's
will
still
become
very much
what
Call of Duty,
PUBG should have been.
Yeah, I mean, I loved PUBG when it was out, originally, and I
Yeah.
played it for a long time, like a long, long time, but they just did not take care of it. They just did not update their
Yeah.
game.
Exactly. Like
It's very smooth. That's the thing about it. It is. There's no
good to hear.
clunkiness to the COD game. I mean,
Vehicles?
it's hard to justify. Yeah, there's vehicles.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of
you
cool.
get a
There's a lot of cool
helicopter.
systems and
Yes.
abilities and stuff in it. But it's hard to justify spending $60 for a game anymore.
No, I agree.
So,
I agree to that.
Yeah, and it didn't have a single player campaign. I thought that was strange.
But there's
Yeah.
no single
It's
player at
not-
all. They just didn't.
no single
it's,
player.
So
No.
there's
I-
a single player. It's not really single player. I
It's
don't
like
know
a Hearthstone adventure type deal.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of. Like
Huh.
there's like there's like 8 or 9 classes, I think, maybe 10.
yeah, you can
Just
do
have you
like
play, like-
backstories for their classes.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
one mission.
You
on
can
each of
unlock the
those
story
guys.
doing that.
It's nothing. Right. They essentially created a campaign for the BR mode.
Yeah, pretty much.
let's be honest.
So all the
though,
other features are still there.
all the campaigns. They don't really sell games though for Call of Duty, right? No
Not
one really
anymore.
cares about those
Yeah.
stores nowadays. You know, it's
Well, the Black Ops stories were like some of my favorites because they were always like grittier and darker than the rest of the.
Yeah, but you
Huh.
didn't buy that game going, I can't wait to play the single player, then maybe
Yeah.
get online.
but I'm sure some people
Yeah,
did.
no, you're
I'm sure
right.
some people did.
I mean,
Oh,
I did
yeah,
for
yeah.
Modern Warfare. I love those.
Oh yeah,
games.
Modern Warfare was like
Modern
that was
Warfare was
classic.
great.
Though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
I've
yeah, $60 is a lot right now.
never been a huge Call of Duty guy. I liked Call of Duty 2 on the PC a lot as a kid, but that was like
Yeah.
that's probably back in I don't know.
Yeah,
I was in high school,
long
like
time ago.
I was gonna say
2003.
it's high school.
Like
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
a long time ago. But yeah, I never was a huge. I mean, I worked at MLG, so I was around Call of Duty culture a lot. I actually used to have to work with that community a lot, but it was just never my cup of tea. Now there's more shooters than any other type of game on BattleNet: Call of Duty, Destiny, and Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
So on the
true.
launcher, there's more shooters than anything else.
It's the world.
Yeah, I guess so now.
Well, I guess you could say that StarCraft and Diablo make two top-down games, and Heroes.
Kind of.
So there's three top-down
They're
games.
4 if you count Worth. Well, no, not Worth.
And Brood War. Yeah.
StarCraft, Brood War.
Yeah.
And then... This is a dumb
Yeah.
conversation.
You're right. You're right.
Top-down's hardly a genre anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
You
yeah.
don't want to
Anyway.
analyze the BattleNet browser or launcher?
Yeah.
Um,
Next week we'll talk about the website.
We're getting closer and closer to BlizzCon, though.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
which means the classic WoW demo.
Not
I
close
just booked
enough.
my flight.
Oh, yeah?
I'm excited. Yeah, we're flying out of
Nice.
Boston.
I booked
Nice.
my virtual ticket.
Yep,
We
book my
waited
virtual
too long
ticket.
in Hartford, or Bradley is over. It was like $450 for us to fly out of Bradley, so we're like, we'll take the trip.
It's not a terrible
That's
drive
dope.
when it
Yeah,
boils down
Not
to
bad.
it.
That demo, though.
Yeah,
Mm.
can't wait.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pumped to see what they have up their sleeves at BlizzCon. I mean, there's the multiple Diablo panels. We talked about that. Like, there's got to be something happening in that.
There's
in
a
that
classic
realm.
panel, 45-minute classic panel. It's on the
Yeah,
schedule
but I'm
date,
talking
too.
about like in the Diablo world. Like, what are these new
Oh, yeah,
projects,
yeah.
right?
No, yeah.
Classic, obviously, we know that panels should be. Aren't there two classic panels?
I think there's only one.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just the one.
Maybe there's two.
There are two
there's-
Diablo ones.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of information. And
Yeah.
then, who knows what else? I mean,
I would love to theory craft that kind of information. If only we had a podcast that we talked about classic WoW stuff on.
possibly launching this week. We are going to do a WoW Classic podcast. It's and that's all I can say is like we're looking at a few days from now to hopefully launch it. Moreno, are you changing your profile picture right now? What's happening?
I'm not doing anything.
Okay, you're just your character's like bugging out on Roll20.
Roll20 freaked out on my screen too. That's
Oh,
why I was
okay.
like, what's
He's
going
like, he
on
like
here?
turned black for a second. I was like, what? But yeah, it's gonna be fun. There's so much to talk about, speculate, whatever about Classic, comparing vanilla, the 1.1, 2.1 patch versus what we might end up getting. Topics like should they balance it, right? Should they buff Boomkin, right? Should Boomkin be a viable spec? Should they buff the other hunter specs? Should they buff the other rogue specs? Right? The game was pretty figured out, and there's a beauty to that. I just hope they don't nerf what was good, and I hope they just tune up the things.
I hope they touch nothing.
Well, yeah, exactly. So that's
Yeah.
going to be the kind of content on the podcast because that's a debate, right? People could.
It'll be huge. I'm so hyped for this show.
Yeah.
It won't have like this pressure of like the news and like reporting this stuff that Town Hall Heroes we used to do.
Yeah.
It's just literally us talking and debating about classic WoW, and
Yeah.
it just can't wait. It's gonna be such a good show.
And I've got a lot of friends at Blizzard, so the goal for me is definitely to be able to get actual designers that work on the game on the show, so we can talk to them about some of the logic and decision making behind that. And also, I'll be honest, I'm bringing all of my recording equipment to BlizzCon with me, camera, mics, the whole bang, and I'm gonna do everything in my power. I've already reached out to Blizzard saying, hey, look, I want time with not only just Heroes devs, but I want Classic devs. I want to sit there and I want to talk about the game, and I want to pick their brains about it. And not just developers. I'm going to be talking to personalities. So even outside of the podcast, I might end up including full interview segments into the podcast. I think that might be a cool thing to do as like we'll like work it into the show. And there's gonna be a lot of good stuff coming. I'm gonna be at Blizzard recording content for I'm going to BlizzCon for what? I'm gonna be there for 6 days, I think, because I'm hanging out afterwards with some other people to make some more content, and it'll be cool. It'll be some good stuff.
Look forward to it.
Sounds awesome.
And I'll be sitting here in my underwear playing the demo for 8 days. So we
Yeah,
both have great trips lined up, man.
I'm bringing my laptop so I can play, because the beta ends on the 8th or something.
I think it's the 2nd to the 8th or something like that.
Yeah, so I don't fly home till the 6th. So
The
I'm
6th, yes.
I'm taking the week off through the 8th, so that when I get home, I'm just gonna those 2 days home just gonna be like 16-hour days of Classic, just grinding as much
I'll be
as I
on there
can.
with you. We can make videos and stuff. We can record funny videos or something. I don't care. We're gonna do some fun stuff on Classic, even just during the demo. If we can make content with it,
Yeah, it'll be good.
I'll be there.
Yes.
Beyond that,
Can't wait.
what's new? I mean, it's getting
New
cold.
Aladdin trailer.
What?
Got a little.
Yeah.
Got
Oh,
what?
yeah.
You haven't seen it?
Live
Yeah.
action Aladdin.
Live action Aladdin.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Will
No,
It
Smith.
looks
looks-
really good.
It looks
Really?
good. The scene. Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks.
Yeah.
The scene.
Looks
The
cool.
cinematic looks great in it, and the music sounded great, and
Summer of next year, I think.
Seems like a
Yeah.
good summer
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, they said. I think they said May. May have been.
Okay.
what was like the last live action Disney movie that they did? What, Beauty and the
Jungle
Beast,
Book?
like that, and Jungle Book. Those were
Yeah,
both like
Jungle
not bad for.
I enjoyed
being
Beauty and the
live
Beast quite a
action.
bit, actually. Honestly,
Uh,
I mean, Emma Watson. How can I not like it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
True.
You know, they're both great. So I don't know if Aladdin does well, then that opens up doors for so many other live action interpretations of Disney movies. So
I mean,
I'm all about that.
aren't they doing the Lion King live action?
yeah,
I heard-
I don't even know what that means. I'll be
We got
honest.
Childish Gambino playing Simba.
I wait.
Still don't know
Donald
what that
Glover's
means.
playing Simba.
Yeah.
How is it live action?
I mean,
Yeah, how's
there
it
is a
live action?
Broadway show, so
I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
see.
but, like,
We'll see. There's no trailer
Yeah,
out
we'll
or
see.
anything, right? There's no teaser out. It's just we know it's been cast and it's being made. I flew to LA this past week to do the Heroes of the Storm Crucible from the HGC studio, and I only really watch movies on planes, right? It's the only time I watch movies, and I watched the new Pacific Rim. Holy crap, was it bad? I watched.
yeah.
Annihilation. It's like I think it's Natalie Portman and like 3 other like female scientists
right.
that go into
How
like
was
this
that?
shimmer. Honestly, I thought it would make an awesome video game. It really seemed like it would make like a really good like BioShock style like horror shooter. I thought it'd be like a really good game if they did that. As a movie, I thought it was interesting, but I wouldn't say it was great or anything. I truly thought
Airplane
it.
movie.
Yeah, it was an airplane movie for sure. And lastly, I watched A Quiet Place, which was amazing.
Oh yeah.
I
love the
love
Quiet
The
Place.
Quiet Place.
Didn't
Yeah.
get to see it. Now I have to.
Yeah,
you
so
really
good,
do.
dude.
I
It's
saw
so
it in
good.
theaters, and
I
like
saw it in theaters.
I've never been in a movie theater where people are afraid to like eat popcorn. Just
Yeah,
like
it was
any noise,
dead
like it
quiet.
was dead silence. Anytime anyone like coughed or shuffled, like it would just get tense in the like.
Yeah.
It was a great movie theater experience.
That's
Yep.
cool.
It's weird being in a quiet movie theater too.
Yeah.
That doesn't usually happen.
You could probably hear like the other explosion movies happening down in the other theaters.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, man.
D&D
do have-
time.
What do you mean?
Is it D&D time?
It is just
I've been
about.
waiting to play.
Oh, is that why we're here?
I have a small announcement. I'm conceding and just going full strong bad for Than again from here on out.
Okay.
I'd rather be consistent with a voice, and for whatever reason, the Scottish accent, I just consistently forget. Like I'm like, how do I make that voice right now? I just don't. my brain just can't like
I'm all
retain
good with
it.
Strong Bad.
So
That's right. It
Yeah.
works. It works.
Strong
It's
Bad
gonna be
fits
great.
the personality more anyway.
well, he's supposed, yeah, I think it's supposed to be pretty energetic and like, you know, kind of in your face and kind of in, you know, act first, think later kind of character. So Strong Bad works quite well for that.
Act first, think never.
Pretty much. So yeah, it'll be fun. I think it'll just make it a lot easier for me to not have to like worry about the voice. Because I'd be like, I would like sit there and be like, I don't want to talk right now because I don't think I can do the accent at this moment. I'm like trying to think. And in the last episode we did, I was,
in your head, man.
dude, I was struggling so hard like trying to do it last week that I popped in my earbuds on my phone and opened like a video, like male Scottish voice video on YouTube, and like plugged in my earbuds so I could listen to it during the episode. I'm just like, yo, that's not value. I suck at this voice, plain and simple. I just need to drop it and just have fun.
I would have been okay with you keeping working on it, though. You know, you can't just, you know, it's not something you pick up instantly. You know, it takes practice.
Oh yeah, I mean, could I get good at it? Probably, but I like doing the Strong Bad voice, so, and it works
It's a good
for the
voice.
character, right? So
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. It's the Warcraft universe. People are gonna be flamboyant and extravagant in different ways.
very true. Well said.
Yep.
There you
Thanks,
go.
man.
It's okay when Flanagan dies, you can just make the new dwarf with the voice, right?
Hello?
Wait,
Hello.
who said he's gonna die?
We're
You're all
all
about
gonna
to
die
die.
eventually.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah,
this
that's true.
episode, maybe the next one, I'm killing you all. Next
Well,
party.
We're
Get
level
ready.
2.
Sorry, man. It's gotta happen.
You don't have your backup character lined up already?
Got like 2 ready.
I have horde characters ready. Feels bad. Feels bad. I'm dead. It's been good, boys.
I mean, based on our HP, I think you're probably gonna be all right.
Ugh! Plugs. Soap, take it away.
Oh, we're using a rule book. It's a modified version of D&D 5e that's specific to World of Warcraft. And it's really good. It's updated frequently. Jahia, who is a user on Reddit, is who made this rulebook, and he updates it a lot, like I mentioned. I've already been there a couple times, which is fine. Keep them coming. Keep the balances coming. There hasn't been another update since the last time we played, which is fine too. But yeah, if you're a DM and you like World of Warcraft, you should, you know, try this out. There's a link somewhere.
Yeah, it's in the info.
Yeah.
Throughout. It's called the Warcraft Heroes Handbook, currently version 1.1.1. So
And you can go anywhere, not just on Azeroth. Well, I guess anywhere on Azeroth.
Yeah.
Like Pandaria, but we're sticking to Classic WoW, so it's just Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor on this specific campaign.
But it's updated for like retail.
Yeah, you can play Demon Hunters and Death Knights and Worgans and whatever.
And I would love to be a Worgen. I feel like that class would just, or that race would just be so OP in this.
It's pretty good.
Seems like
It'd be
it'd
really fun.
Role playing wise, I would love to be a Worgen.
yeah, same.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
For the longest time, that's what I played in WoW. Played Worgen for a long time.
I made a Worgen when they first came out.
I think you're
I wasn't a fan.
I'm pretty sure I was Horde at the time when they came out.
I was
I
until
never
Worgen
actually
came
made
out,
a
yeah.
Goblin until this expansion.
dang.
I
Goblins
know.
are OP now, though.
Yeah,
Their
pretty
racials,
good.
they're really good.
Yeah.
Pretty handy.
Speaking of OP, we have one more thing to talk about, Zach. Talk about our
yeah.
OP Patreon.
Speaking of OP,
We do have a Patreon page. It's patreon.com/rollneed. We've got several different tiers for however much you want to subscribe for. The different tiers have access to different things like our high quality audio stream. The base level gets you access to you can get access to the regular audio recording for free. The base level gives you access to like our Q&As that we do every month. Get you into the Discord and ask more questions. Other tiers after that just give more and more fun things. We also have a stretch goal that we've got for it. After we get to 250 Patreons, then we're gonna actually upgrade what we're doing and move into another campaign. well, sorry. Once we get to 1,500 Patreons, we're gonna switch
Yeah.
and start a second Patreon.
Eventually, at some point, we'll be doing a second
Yeah, that's just a
weekly show.
number for now.
Yeah, it's like, you know, we're gonna get there at some point. We're gonna be doing a horde campaign as well. But yeah, you know, really, it's all about just kind of engaging with you guys. The whole point of Patreon is to help us grow it, allow us to, you know, I think all of us have jobs and stuff, but the more content we can do for this, obviously through Patreon, allowing us to create the QA segments and a lot of additional stuff building around WoW Classic, as well as our Classic WoW podcast, which is coming up as well. It's really just so that we can put more time in right now. Right now we're doing a few hours a week. Zoe is writing a few hours a week as a DM for the sessions. But you know, we want to just do more, do as much as we can, really. One shots, you name it. And Patreon is the best way to help us do that. Even $1 a month, right? You know, it's super tiny commitment, but it makes a big difference. Really goes a long way with helping the Patreon and helping us just create better content and more content. Final shout out. I have a person.
Let you guys do creating live character NPCs. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, that's like another thing.
That would be really fun for them to do. You know, create some NPCs in our campaign.
Well, you could make like a Tauren that we have to interact with, right? Make like a Tauren NPC that ends up being like our best friend. I don't care. It's you know, it's all for you guys to figure it out when we get to that point. So there's a lot of cool stuff in the WoW realm, and we are keeping everything based around Classic, right? But who's saying a Gilnean doesn't make his way outside of Gilneas somehow? Some rogue Worgen wanders out, and we interact with that one Worgen. It's like a super weird thing. There's a lot of it's totally up in the air as to what can happen in this universe, because I mean,
well, not just in this specific campaign, but we can also just do one shots. We could do a Gilneas one shot where we are all playing Morgans and we're fighting off the Sylvanas attack or something.
I would make
go
just
do one shots of events. You know, we could do a one shot where we're doing the Death Knight starting chain, where you complete your removal from the Lich King's grasp. Like, we could there's so much we could do with one shots, not just in Classic WoW. So once that content gets unlocked and I can, you know, focus more time on writing and getting those sessions, you know, in good state, you know, I mean, I've got so much to work with. So once we get to that point, there will be a lot more stuff.
A lot of good stuff. But all right, guys, I think we're going to reboot Discord. I'm going to run that update, and we're going to then go ahead and start the show. So we'll be back in just a moment with Week 5 of Road to Redridge. Rollneat is directly supported by listeners like you. Visit patreon.com/rollneat. And Rip, we lost
Ah.
Zoya.
Sure. Thing's not working.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're not
Great.
working.
There we go.
Great.
There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Just Discord things. So, as I was saying to nobody, last week our party arrived in Stormwind. Stur Mill, having grown up in Stormwind for several years, took the guys on a tour. He showed you the orphanage he grew up in, and he introduced you to an odd orc priest named Karash that was childhood best friends with Stur. You guys proceeded on, with Thanigan taking a bath in a moonwell, Stick getting some amazing cheese, and the party arriving at their destination. Meeting the general, they signed up for mercenary work, watching a guard post in Redridge Mountains in the town of Lakeshire. The party set off almost immediately to Goldshire, and they hopped on a wagon, headed east towards the logging camp. And you guys had just hopped on, talked to a wagon rider who's actually delivering goods to the Eastvale Logging Camp, where Stur and Kline, both previous employees of this place. But you guys have just hopped on and is heading off towards the east. It's, I'd say a little after noon as well, getting, sun's at its peak. But we are traveling along the road now.
I'm just uncomfortably in the back trying to hang on the best I can.
Yeah.
It was,
So
like, how much room is in this cart?
It's pretty
Not a
full.
lot.
I believe Arano said he was sitting on the back.
Yep.
And then inside of the wagon, it's filled up. So Kline, Stur, and Stick are pretty much shoulder to shoulder. It's a little bit uncomfortable. Kline's having trouble sitting down, so he's just kind of leaning against some boxes. And then, of course, Thanigan taking up an aggressive amount of space in the passenger seat. Perhaps maybe Stick could have sat up there next to him, but he's kind of sprawled out. He's got his gun out. He's like kind of stretching it about across the front, and even the rider has had to like scoot over to make a little bit extra room for him as he's trotting along the road.
What a dick.
hey, I gotta keep the eyes out, man. So how, like, just looking at the map here, how far east of Goldshire would you say we are?
I mean, we're leaving
Okay.
Goldshire now,
Okay.
essentially. So we'll say the
Wow.
streets are still a little bit crowded. You guys are heading out unless you guys wanted to stop for something, but
And about how long's the travel?
Stur said it would be about 12 to 13 hours to get there on foot. I don't know if Stur's ever taken a wagon there. He might not know. You'd have
I
to
know.
ask the wagon driver himself. But
So
you know,
I'm sitting right next to him, like, hey, so how long do you think it'll take to get there?
to the logging camp, shouldn't be too long, 5-6 hours.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. Is this a safe road?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh,
Wolves, bears, bandits.
But don't worry, they got guards coming up and down.
Yeah, I mean, the guards are patrolling as well as they can. New wave of recruits came out a month ago, and they've been doing an okay job, I guess.
I just like kind of like look back at the wood behind me that Stur is talking through and go, like, oh yeah, you're there.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, what's up, then again?
Yeah,
And
we're
you,
all
you
back
look
here.
below, and like you can't see Kline's eyes, but you can see like his mouth and his beard through a hole. Hey, then again.
Hey, buddy, I'm gonna rip off a piece of bread from my pack. I'm gonna feed it to him through the hole.
He happily eats. Oh, well, thanks, man.
No problem, buddy. And
Throw that bread, clown. And then I'm gonna pull out my own bread and eat it.
So, why are you guys going to the logging camp?
well, I think my buddy Stur is from the logging camp, so he wants to see some old friends.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's still a friend, but we're actually going to Redridge. This is just a stop on the way.
Okay. Well, would you like me to let you know when we're at the closest point to Redridge before I turn off to the road to the logging camp, or would you like to come with me to the logging camp?
I think we're gonna go to the logging camp with you and probably stay the night before we continue to Redridge. Is that what we're doing, guys?
Yeah, I don't think we want to go all the way at night.
Yeah.
I believe so.
I don't care.
You know, I mean,
Yeah,
wolves
so
and
we'll
bears.
We'll go into the logging camp with you.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Again, these roads can be rough, and I mean, he gives a long look at Thanigan's gun. So I don't mind the company.
And I'm just gonna be like, yeah, man, we're gonna take care of you. Don't worry. I've got
We're
me here,
happy to help.
blunderbust, and I'm gonna blunderblast them real good if they come near us.
I appreciate that.
Give him the old blunder blast.
Ha ha!
I'm gonna take this opportunity to use my trait trance. So I'm gonna meditate and basically get the benefits of a long rest. Because it's 4 hours, and you said it's about 5 there.
How long do you have to do trance to get spells?
4.
4 hours?
Yeah.
Make a dexterity check for me, please.
So you don't just bounce right off the back of the cart.
Let's find
You've
out.
gotta
Alright.
concentrate on resting or trancing. First roll.
An
11. Okay. You are incredibly uncomfortable, and whenever you're done with your trance, you'll be finishing with it before you're at your destination. You are horribly stiff. Pain in your back, pain in your legs, but we'll say you're able over the 4 hours to complete the trance and get your spell back.
Nice.
He rolled an 11. I don't know if we said that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we'll say you guys continue on the road. Are you guys wanting to have any conversations, or we just fast tracking along the road?
Yeah, I guess just.
Yeah, no,
I don't have any cards or anything to play with, so.
I'm gonna ask the driver. Hey man, you spend a lot of time in Redridge. You know much about that area?
Actually, no. I don't actually really get out there too often. I live here in Goldshire, but I work for the logging camp. I go out there, I bring them supplies, and they give me a big stack of lumber. I take it back and sell it here in Goldshire. So, technically I have 2 homes, but my real home's here. I got a wife and kid.
Oh,
I
okay.
really don't ever go out to Redridge, unfortunately.
Fair enough.
Have you ever been out to Redridge?
Nope, first time here with in the Stormwind area.
Oh, really? How you liking it?
That seems quaint.
Were you treated well? Sometimes they can be a bit unfriendly to outsiders up in the capital, but out here, we don't really mind.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, the elves are kind of mad when I jumped in their moonwell, but
You jumped in the moonwell.
I wanted to get the power.
You remind me of my son. He's 6.
Must be a smart kid.
Yeah, well, some would say so, I guess.
Yeah,
Well, did you get any powers?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I'll tell my son you didn't.
probably a good idea.
If we meet him, I'm gonna tell him about the moonwell.
All right. Well, thanks again. Then again. Anyone else want to converse about anything? Or we'll continue along the road.
I'll ask the driver. I'll say, hey, so it might be too early to ask, but maybe are you staying the night at the logging camp tonight, or are you going to be heading back to Goldshire?
Oh, no, I'll be staying the night, and I'll be heading back to Goldshire in the morning.
What if you went to Redridge with us instead? You said you don't get out there very often. This will be your chance to come on a bit of an adventure with us.
Well, unfortunately, I'll be having to return to Goldshire to deliver the shipment of lumber.
Oh, you
So-
can't take the shipment to Lakeshire and sell it there?
Well, I don't actually do the selling. I bring it to our vendor here, and he does the selling.
Oh, all right.
I'm not
Just a
really.
thought.
Sir's just a party recruiter.
I'm not really a salesman. He just wanted a free trip to Redridge. He didn't want to have to walk.
to Redridge?
I appreciate the try.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Never
no,
hurts.
I'm not interested, my friend. Sorry.
All
Maybe
right.
if tomorrow was my day off, but
No worries.
yeah, we'll say we continue on the road for a few hours. Let's say still in the middle of your trance. Let's say we're about 3 hours into the trip. You've passed by many people along the road. no one too interesting. Just other travelers coming from Redridge, coming from Duskwood. Guards patrolling. There is one traveling salesman that you could stop at, and you could talk to any of the random people coming from to get in from them if you want. But for the most part, it's just random civilians, random guards, and one traveling salesman.
I personally don't need anything. I don't know if you guys want to shop.
I'm not looking to waste the rest of my money.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I'm meditating.
Kline's taking a nap, so
Perfect.
okay. You guys continue on the trip, trotting along on the path towards the logging camp. Nothing out of the ordinary happens for the day. Again, it's a well-patrolled road. The few guards, warn you again. There's some rough wildlife up ahead. Maybe see a few wolves. Try and steer clear if you do. But you get all the way over to this path along the road. It's a very beautiful day out. Skies are clear here. The air is very earthy. There's so much trees and plants, wildlife. The trees are thick and tall, much bigger than the trees in Dunmoreau. Whatever Kline was talking about, these are 3 to 4 times thicker, and they go up very high. Again, not as high as the trees that you're used to in Ashenvale Forest, Orano, but these are some impressive trees. But you guys get a big smell of the air. It is a beautiful day out in Goldshire. As the sun is beginning to start its downward descent at about 4 or 5 p.m. in the afternoon, the cart comes up to a fork in the road, and we're going to veer off that way to go to the logging camp. Redridge will be straight down this way. Really just straight east, and eventually you'll get to it. So you guys know for tomorrow, this is where you'll want to go for Redridge.
Great. How far from the logging camp are we from here, you think?
Probably about another hour.
Cool.
And it's going to be a little bit bumpier, so you might want to hold on, Elf.
I'm out of trance at this point, correct?
Oh, yes. We're about 5 hours in right now.
Oh.
Did you want to do anything when you woke up before we got to this point, I guess? You would have been up for about an hour before now.
With how stiff I am, I would like to... Is the cart... Would it be able to stand up on the back and, hold on? Or is it not secure enough?
Yeah, you can do that to get to this point. To do it going off the road, or it's not a road. It's still, there's a path, but it's going to be very more bumpy. So to do that for the second part of this trip, which we're about to start, you would need to make a dex check to pull that off. But for this part, you can easily stand on the back.
This is where we lose Orano.
So you're going to stand up on the back? Okay.
Yeah,
Let's go ahead and...
I'm going to try to, work out the kinks of being uncomfortable.
Okay, and Kline wakes up from his nap about... an hour before, and he just sees, he opens his eyes and he just sees Orano's head just dipping beneath the tent flap opening and popping back up, and you can see the shadows doing some form of weird yoga poses. He's stretching beneath and doing these weird bends. So the dex check. So yeah, you're able to hold on for the path up the. You guys cut up the path up north. Again, it's not too bad. There's some times where it's a bit bumpy and. Kline and Stick get a little bit nervous. They have to hold up boxes that are not going to fall on top of them and stuff. Just a couple times on the road, but eventually, as we get to closer to 5, 6 p.m. in the afternoon, the sun is starting to set in the distance, and you see the logging camp.
You rolled a 14, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll the 14 on the dex check, so he was fine. But you guys arrive at the logging camp. In the distance, you see plenty of torches lit. There's a lot of people in the distance. A bunch of children playing, a bunch of workers for the most part, and there's a bunch of tables and tents out essentially over them. And it looks like they're serving dinner.
Oh, we made it just in time for food.
It's good to be back here, right, Kline?
Oh, man. It smells so good, just like I remember it.
So, I'll kind of lead the group to... I guess I would know where, the main area would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would go that way. I suppose where everyone's eating.
Yeah, it's essentially where everyone's eating. I mean, the sawmill is not far behind them. It just seems like wherever they were working at, the main area was just turned into their dinner area. And there's a lot of people over there. You recognize a lot of them. Some of them are just, again, the families of the lumber people. There's a bunch of houses off in the distance. Looks like it's a small village of about 30 to 40 houses over there. Not too many people. Again, it's mainly just going to be the people that work here are going to be living here. They've got their kids. It's a very small community, but it's a very friendly and warm atmosphere. And as you pull up, a couple new faces, but mostly for the most part, sir, you recognize a lot of people. Two, of course, that specifically stick out to you. Of course, you know and are friends with most people here, but you do recognize Supervisor Raylan. She's a woman with a red vest and long red hair. She's the person in charge here at the lumber camp. And then a bit further away from her, currently eating, is you and Kline's old partner in crime, Edward. He's about a 35-year-old human male, bald, just completely bald.
Okay, I'll approach. Hey, Raylan, it's Stur and Kline.
As you guys pull up and you guys jump out and thank the cart man for the wagon, whatever, for taking you there.
I flip him a gold coin. Bink.
He says, "No worries, friend. Again, if something would happen on the road, you guys had weapons and stuff, so you made it a little bit safer of a trip. So keep the money. No worries at all."
Thanks.
Sure.
All right. Sure.
And you guys approach the table where everyone is eating at. Stur and Kline. Great. It's good to see you guys again. And she comes over and gives both of you a hug.
How's it been, Raylan? It's been a long time.
Well, things really don't change around here. Chopping trees and, chopping more trees.
You guys run into any issues with the wildlife around here?
No, actually, with the new batch of recruits that have been patrolling around here recently, they've done a good job of pushing them back.
Good.
We've actually been more safe than we've ever been before.
Awesome. I know that used to be not too much of a problem, but
yeah, it's been at least 2 weeks since someone died, so we're looking really good right now. Yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah, we're really
You
getting
hear
that number low. Oh man,
died?
Yeah, only 2 weeks. That's awesome. I mean, yeah, there's bears, there's wolves, there's murlocs, there's bandits.
Yeah, and there's people swinging axes around. This is a dangerous place.
Sometimes it's, half the time it's us killing each other.
Murlocs? What's a murloc? I read about them. They're the fish things, right?
Oh yeah, they're like weird frog creatures.
Yeah.
But they wield weapons and they hurt really bad.
Can we kill them?
Well, right now most of them have already been killed. But if we get another infestation, sure.
Yeah, because there's no murlocs in Dunmorrow at all, are there?
Nope.
Lochmadan, maybe?
Lochmadan,
no.
it does in current. I don't know if it did in retail.
I don't think so.
Vanilla. Because there's that island in the middle that had a bunch of murlocs, right?
No, the island in the middle had kobolds on it.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
there's a Loch Ness monster in there at some point, too.
Yeah, I don't think there's any murlocs there.
No murlocs.
I'm not sure.
Was that a rare? Like the Hydra? Anyway, yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
So, what brings you back here, Stur and Kline?
Well, we're actually just passing through. We're on our way up to Redridge for a mission to stand around and guard the place. Something happened in South Shore. We lost it to Thrall's horde.
Oh yeah, I've heard about the war. I don't think we've heard about the South Shore bit yet. So you're both moving up in the world, no longer wasting away cutting trees.
I'm
proud of you.
That's how you look at it, but I just wish we could be up there looking for South Shore since it was lost.
I'm pretty sure their lifelong dream was just to cut trees, actually, ma'am.
I do miss cutting trees. I haven't done it in like 2 days.
Yeah, I would cut some trees here, but then you'd have to pay me.
I'm like, ma'am, excuse me. I mean, I know you guys are catching up. Nice to meet you, by the way. I'm Than again. Can we pitch in and like have some of that food? It looks mighty tasty, ma'am.
Sure. We have plenty.
Oh yeah, this is Than again, and Arano, and Stick. They're traveling with us, and Kline and I.
And I'm not even gonna wait. I'm like, oh, thank you, and I'm just gonna like kind of scurry by and like greet the people at the food area and be like,
yeah,
nice to meet you.
Just
Get a full, just shove my face.
I'm gonna say hi and then head over to
Okay.
eat because I'm starving.
Okay, as Urano's walking over, you hear from behind you, Stur. Well, if it ain't my good friend, Stur and Kline! And behind you, you see bald Edward walking over, flapping his arms. What's up, dudes?
Edward.
He comes up and gives you a big hug.
Hey man, how's it going? You still at this log
man.
camp?
Gonna dodge out of the way of his
I never
flailing
thought I'd
arms.
see you guys again. I thought you died up and done my rogue.
Why would we have died up there? Oh, from the cold.
I don't know, man.
It's,
It's
really
scary
cold
everywhere. What's up, Kline? Hey, what's up, man? And he jumps up and gives him a big hug, and Edward just easily catches the dwarf and it's like holding him no effort at all. He is a big dummy, but a big, strong dummy.
Who's your friend?
up there. Yeah, this is Edward. Met him at the logging camp here.
Hi.
Stur, you went and had a child? I'm so proud of you. Oh, man. What's
Yeah,
her
no.
name?
No, she ain't mine.
Yeah, no.
You adopted her? That's even more noble. Oh, Stur.
Okay, I'm gonna go get something to eat.
And she can
She's
talk?
actually one of them gnomes. Have you heard of a gnome before?
What's a gnome?
Walking away.
So I've like wandered back over to the conversation at this point, like mouth full of like, oh, so this is dingle number 3, I take it.
My name is Edward.
Hi,
This is
Edward.
Edward Thanigan.
He-
I think you two would get
extends
along.
his big hand. He sends his big hand to you.
I'll shake it.
So
Nice
Edward,
to meet you, Flanagan.
Does he like crush my hand?
He's trying to tear your
No, he's
arm
got
off.
he's a gentle giant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Edward, we're actually going to Redridge. Have you ever been up there before?
Oh no, sir, you know me. I've never left the logging camp. Born and raised.
It shows.
So I've got a question for you then. Did you want to come with us to Redridge when we leave in the
Are
morning?
you gonna recruit everyone we meet?
Everybody he can.
That's his.
You know, I'm trying to get our 5th party member.
We got
You
Klein
never
still.
know who it's gonna be.
Yeah, but he's not going to be permanent.
True. It's probably gonna die.
Yeah.
You know me, sir. One time they were trying to walk over to that road over there, and I was afraid to do that. Never
I
been
know.
further than my eyes can see right now.
Is this like
I
Scoop
know. I
Kids?
remember the first time he picked up an axe.
Pretty
he was,
much.
What? 28?
Huh?
Well,
He doesn't know how old he is.
what's 28? Well, listen, we need a place to stay tonight. Do you think you could help us out, or do I need to talk to Raylan about that?
Well, I'm actually living out in the barn again because, well, I accidentally burned down my home again, so,
Not again.
yeah. I keep forgetting to put out candles.
You know they take that out of your pay, right? What are you up to now? Do you still owe them money?
Yeah, I think Raylan said I was indebted for life, whatever
Oh,
that means.
Yeah, you should get that paid off soon, though.
But they're working on my house right now, and he points over there, and it's like still kind of in ruins.
It looks like it's doing well.
Thanks, man.
So,
You'll have to talk to Raylan though.
yeah, I guess
I mean,
I'll talk to
you know,
Raylan.
there's like a mini tavern here for. They have like a guest area essentially.
Okay.
So you can ask about Raylan about that.
Well, it was good catching up with you, Edward. I'll probably be here.
I'll be
tonight,
over
at
there
least.
eating. Come hang out with me later,
Yeah.
man.
We'll hang out. We'll hang out tonight.
Yeah, this food is really good. You should get some, guys.
Yeah. Edward immediately goes back over and gets another several plates, and you hear the cook yelling, "Edward again!" But he goes and gets food. He's gonna go sit with you, Thanagan, Arano. What's everyone else doing right now?
I was gonna go get a little bit of food.
Okay.
Uh,
It seems to be like some form of chili, some soups, a lot of breads, meats.
well, I'm assuming the table is probably about as tall as I am off the ground.
No, taller.
Yeah, since the most people here are humans,
Yeah.
and not everybody's human.
You can find a stool to climb on.
Well, I'm saying like where the food is laid out at.
Yeah, it's gonna be above you.
Okay.
I mean, you can go with Arano.
Yeah,
He'd be able to help you get food, right?
yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, Arano, can you see what they have up there? It's a little too tall for me.
I can. Do you want to climb up?
I mean, you could just tell me if they have any cheese or soup.
It appears they have a chili, and they have a lot of bread.
They have a stew. It's like
A
more like
stew.
a roast beef type stew, like very thick with potatoes and.
Yeah, I'll take some of the stew. If you could just hand me a bowl of that, I'll be good.
I get a bowl of it. I throw some bread in it, and I hand it to him.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
And I'm gonna go back over. I'm gonna wait for. I'm assuming the conversation that Dingus number 3 is having with him is about to end, and I'm gonna wait for him to start walking back towards the table before I walking back towards the food before I walk back over to the rest of the party.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go get food right now. I don't know where
Just to
Thanet
avoid
went
it.
off.
I'm just like kind of mingling, checking out,
Okay.
eating food, walking around with my food, which is pretty much gone.
Looking for Jaina.
I'm looking for Jane.
Always.
I just finished my food and still stiff from the ride. I'm gonna get up and start walking around and kind of take a look at what I see.
It is beautiful. The sun is beginning to set. The moon, you can see it way off in the distance, just beginning to rise a little bit early tonight. Off into the west, you can see a river off into the distance with the sunlight shimmering off of it. It's very heavily wooded here, despite being a logging camp. There are so many trees, but there's enough gaps between them that you can see the sky. Up north you see mountains in the distance. The east you see more mountains, and of course south it's just where you came from. But it's a very, very nice day out. It's starting to get a little bit cool. It's say about like 68 degrees out right now as the sun's starting to set. But it is very nice.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to, was it Raylan?
Yes, Raylan, the supervisor.
All right, I'm going to ask her. Is there a place that we could rest for the night?
Oh yes, of course. We have beds that you could use tonight. Only for tonight, right?
Yes, we are heading to Redridge in the morning.
Sure, we can swing that. And she points over to a house, a 2-story one. I mean, there's several guest beds. Right now, no one's in there, so you guys can have it to yourself for tonight. Just make sure you clean up after Kline. Don't leave it a mess.
Don't worry, I'll make sure Kline cleans it up.
I don't know
Hey,
if you're in
Raylan.
this conversation. Were you?
Oh, I'm not there?
Just me and Raylan, I believe.
Oh, okay, got it.
Thank you very much. I'm going to turn to the party and let them know. Guys, we have a place to stay for the night. And I'm going to point over to the house, the 2-story house.
Cool. I was hoping we didn't have to stay in the barn again.
I'm gonna immediately, like without a word, just grab my stuff out of the wagon and bring it over, and open the door and just go in, just kind of throw my stuff inside, just kind of see if there's anyone in there.
Nope. It just seems like it is a very empty house for one reason. It's just got, you enter, the living room's got 2 beds in it. Over to the side, you see a room to the right. It's got 2 beds in it. Upstairs, there's 2 more bedrooms, both with 2 beds in it.
I'm gonna go take a bed upstairs. Claim
Okay.
it.
Are there any campfires going currently?
Nope, no campfire going in this house right now.
No, I mean around the camp.
Oh yeah, several. It's like 6, 7 p.m. They're still cooking dinner right now. And it looks like just everyone, it seems like every night after a day's work, the kids are out here playing. Again, it's a very small and loving community. So, they're all Discord things.
I thought I heard
Hey,
like thunder or
Discord
something.
things.
Is it raining there?
No, it's not raining right now.
No, it sounded like Stick got destroyed.
Yeah, it was the classic hit the mute button and Discord
Ah.
restarts.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
An airplane flying overhead, so I tried to mute. and-
Oh, that's what that
That's
was.
what that sound
Not
was.
loud.
Okay, we thought it was thunder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn you for trying to be courteous to us.
Then I'll just let my house explode.
Yeah, it's just a very nice atmosphere. Everyone's hanging out, it seems, in the area. Just all playing cards, kids playing, wives chit-chatting.
I'm gonna ask Raylan. I'm gonna. Hey, Raylan, have you ever been to Redridge?
So you're not in the house with everyone. Wait, so who all went to the house
It was
besides?
just, I think it was just me.
I think just Anakin.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone
after
else is-
I talked to Edward, I went to Raylan.
Okay.
And
Okay,
it-
whose favorite party's gathered around Raylan right now? No, I have not.
Oh. Okay, just wondering.
Have you heard? Do you happen to know how long the trip would be by foot?
To get to Lakeshire, 6 to 8 hours. Depends on the road.
Well, leave at dawn then, so we have full day of sunlight.
I
And
agree.
I'll have like dropped my bag off and made my way back down to the party during this combo. So maybe I missed the first half.
Okay.
Being completely just blown away by this culture and just wanting to know, I'm gonna go set up by a campfire and just take in all the kids playing and what's going on.
Okay, are you like sitting specifically near people, or are you just like trying to sit on the outskirts?
I'm sitting near whoever's around the campfire. Like I set up shop at a stool at
Okay.
near campfire.
People watching.
I mean, there's a lot of people here. There's some women knitting clothes, patching holes in their kids' clothing. There's a circle with a couple drunk men drinking and talking about the day's work, telling stories of their parents, of the war. Bunch of kids running and playing some obscure version of tag.
All right, I'm
They
100%
keep stopping in place.
gonna watch Arena go over there, and then my eyes are gonna lock on the dudes that are like drinking and like burly men that are just chatting about stuff. I'm gonna go in there and just be like, "Hey guys, so like, I heard you guys killed those fishy things. Did you kill them?"
Oh, the Murlocs? Yeah,
Yeah,
I've killed
those
like
things.
6 or 7 of them, man. I haven't killed any myself. I'm a bit of a coward, I'm afraid, but I've
just killed-
seen them be killed.
Are they scary? Are they dangerous? Cool. Do you have a head? Can I see one?
No, I don't have any heads. They're not scary if you see one of them, but they're kind of pack animals. You pull one, and then suddenly 5 more of them are coming at you. It makes no sense. And then they start running away and screaming, and more start coming, and suddenly you're sitting there and you've killed 10 of them, and there's 5 more coming.
Sounds annoying.
Yeah, Murlocs, man, they're the worst. They just don't shut up.
Yeah,
So
if we're lucky, we might hear them in the middle of the night tonight, off in the distance.
Actually, the guards recently cleared out that area over there.
Oh man, that used to be so funny.
Funny? How is it funny?
You gotta hear them to know. It's like you had to be there a
Sound
moment,
weird?
right, Klein?
Yeah, I'm not really good at doing the voice, but Stur used to do it to make the kids laugh. Stur, what Murlocs sound like?
It would go like.
That's pretty good.
Side note, that was really good.
Just like that.
Just
They
like
don't make
that.
that sound. That's just ridiculous.
No, they do.
He's not lying. They are weird beasts.
They sound like drowning people.
Sounds like a drowning ram.
Yeah,
We'll see.
especially when you're drowning them with your sword. Know what I mean, Danigan? And the first drunk guy is like elbowing you right now.
I'm like, yeah, buddy, I do. Like, except I prefer guns, but swords are cool too. I like all weapons. You like swords? Tell me about your sword.
And he just pulled out. It's a very rusted and crappy sword.
And I'm like, yeah, that looks like a piece of shit, but it works.
Yeah, I mean the last time I killed Murlocs, I used my axe. That was a lot more fun.
Yeah, axe is the way to go, brother.
So, like, do you hunt stuff, or do you just hunt trees like Dingus One over here?
We just chop trees. We just work here at the camp, but sometimes you gotta defend yourself.
Oh, I feel that.
It gets nuts over here, but
Hey, by the
Yeah.
way, speaking of getting nuts, let's get nuts. Can I have some of your beer? I'll give you some coin.
no, we don't accept coin here, friend. And he just hands you the bottle.
Haha! I'm just gonna take a swig.
It is cheap. It is disgusting, but it's alcohol.
I mean, thank you. I guess.
We make it ourselves.
I can tell. I mean, it's very good.
Thank you. And he passes it over the stick.
Oh, thanks. I'm going to smell it first.
It's awful.
And after smelling it, I will put it up to my mouth like I'm taking a drink, but I'm going to close my mouth. And then pass it off to whoever's standing next to me.
Yeah. And the little bit that got on your lips that you were able to lick off, it is just...
Probably burns.
That was delicious.
While I'm sitting by the campfire, I pull out my my Elvish to Dwarf dictionary, and I'm gonna start studying and
Okay.
trying to learn Dwarvish.
Rano spends his night in the, again, beautiful weather, sun starting to set, like light of the campfire. And in general, people are going to leave you alone. They're going to respect your time. You see a few of the kids are looking at you a little through the eyes, and when you glance over at them, they scurry off giggling. Probably the first time they've seen an elf, but they don't seem to be meaning any harm by it.
And I'm just gonna claim my bed upstairs.
Okay, so are you taking a bed in the same room Thanigan was in?
Nope, the other room.
Okay.
Is there another room downstairs?
There's essentially 4 different areas with 2 beds.
Okay. Whatever the not main living room is downstairs
Okay.
is where I'm gonna head to.
Okay.
What time is it at this point?
I mean, whenever you want to stop reading, essentially. I don't know, what time are you guys clocking in at? Just right now?
Fairly early, but I kind of just want to drink and hang out by the fire. It's comfortable out. It's right. It's really nice.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
enjoying it.
Edward and Klein wanted to get some drinks. There's a tavern here, right?
No tavern.
Oh, no tavern.
They have their
Okay.
own alcohol supply.
Yeah. After tasting their alcohol and knowing that's what the rest of the night's going to entail, I'm turning in.
I mean, Stick's like ready to hand this bottle off, man.
Yeah. I know. I handed it off. Like whoever of the 3 people that are there
Oh,
that
okay,
hadn't
right.
touched it yet, I'm handing
Yeah.
it to them. And then thanks for the drink. I think I'm gonna call it a night though. That was good, but I don't want to have too much.
Hey, Stur, what's your daughter's name again? I want to tell her goodnight.
I don't have a daughter. What do you mean?
His eyes go wide and he seems suddenly super confused. She ain't my kid.
Yeah, she ain't mine. I
She's
don't
a
know who you're
gnome.
talking about.
She's a
Oh, you're
gnome,
still talking
dummy.
about that gnome? Maybe you should talk to Stick more about what it means to be a gnome and the heavy loss they've suffered recently.
Lost, and as Edward looks up, Stick is like already halfway to the
I'm
room,
just gone.
just peacing out.
That'll be a story for another day.
Hey, buddy, just you see, like, dude, I'm a dwarf. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, you're like Kline, little people.
Sure, but she's a gnome and she's even smaller people. Okay, you get it? She's not human. She's not a kid, but she's small.
Yeah, she's an adult.
Just doesn't compute.
He's just like slack jawed, just like, huh? Not human.
You know how trees get really big, but bushes stay pretty small. She's like a bush, and you're like a tree.
I get it now. That makes complete sense,
Yeah,
Thanigan.
I know you get
Literally
that, buddy.
speaking his language.
So she's not your kid. She's a bush.
Yep, yeah, she's a bush.
You got it.
Wait, so then what are you?
I'm a dwarf tree. I'm a Ironforge tree, smaller tree.
And he's like, his mouth immediately goes slack jaw again. He's instantly confused.
Don't worry about it, buddy. It's gonna be okay. I like grab the booze from someone else. Like, here, have a swig.
Oh, thanks, man. And he just immediately drinks a lot of it, dribbling down his face a bit.
Yeah, just gonna spend the night, socializing, drinking with Klein and Edward and whoever else before going to bed.
Yeah, I mean, you reminisce with a lot of your friends. You tell them about your time up in Dunmoreau. Kline exaggerates a lot, but you're there to slap him down and be like, it's not that big, but it's still pretty big. Yeah. But, you balance each other out a bit. But you have a good time catching up with your friends and your family.
Oh, and I spread the word about Teldrassil.
Okay, yeah. And a lot of them get really excited about the prospect of chopping down a massive tree that big.
Oh, God.
Just want to make sure I plug that in.
The eyes are twinkling in some of the children. They've got a new life goal.
Yes.
For the
That's how
most
we
part,
got
though,
to this expansion.
for jeez, for Thanigan, it's pretty apparent that there's gonna be no knowledge to gain on anything that interests him. So it's just the night is leisure, right? There's nothing of substance that's going to come out of these
not
people.
Not really.
No.
Yep, good to just turn in then. If Kline needs to share a room with me, he's more than welcome to.
The client is immediately gonna just go in the main living room and
I figured he would.
lay out there. So it puts Arano in a situation where now he has to choose a roommate.
Well, he already tranced, right?
That is true.
Yeah, I don't need to sleep.
He can
He's
just
gonna
read
be awake
all night.
Okay, yeah, so Murano stays out late into the night, so reading. The rest of you get a good night's sleep. We'll say you guys Arano begins to wake everyone up about 5, 6 a.m. as the sun is starting to rise off in the distance. Everyone got a good night's sleep. Shut up, Stur!
Get up, Kline!
And, like, he's like somehow yanked the two beds together, and he's like sprawled out across both of them, just like being as obnoxious as possible for how he's sleeping on it.
At the sound of the rooster, I'll come out into the living room with my dagger out, saying, "Who let the damn chicken in here? Oh, it's just you."
I'm still passed
Pull out
out.
my bread and cheese, and I start making sandwiches for everyone.
Oh, hell yeah, Stur. And Kline immediately just like jumps out of bed, like spry as ever.
Cheese
I'm
sandwich.
I'm ready for some cheese and some bread.
That's right.
Kline immediately begins gobbling it up.
We need some of that breakfast beer.
Breakfast beer?
Yeah, it's that stuff we drink around here, the logging
Isn't
camp, every
anything-
morning, right before
anything-
shift.
Is it anything like that beer we had last night?
It is that beer from last night. There's
Oh,
only one kind of beer here.
yeah.
I thought that was like
but I think
moonshine
I'll
you were
be
drinking
okay.
last night. Was it beer or moonshine?
I don't, whatever it is,
I thought it was beer.
we'll refer to it as
If
breakfast
it's
beer.
okay, I just assumed moonshine because you said homemade, but beer could be homemade too.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
All right, I'm still asleep though. You can come wake me up. I'm upstairs.
I'm just gonna keep eating.
I'm gonna head outside.
Make sure I am well nourished, ready to go, and then realize Thanigan's not, and be like, oh, we need to get Thanigan.
Go pee on him.
Do we though? Or you could do that, I guess.
Stick, why don't you go wake him up?
Yeah, no.
I don't want to wake him up. He's gonna be mean to me.
All right, let's flip a
Grumpy.
coin, and if it's heads, Stur goes, and if it's tails, Stick goes.
Yeah, why don't you just go then?
Wait, what about, why not, if it's heads, you go, Kline, and if it's tails, Arano goes.
Where's Rano even at?
I don't know, where'd he go?
You went
All right,
outside.
Kline,
Yeah,
go get
where are you?
Arano. Tell Arano to go get Stick to go get Kline, who
Okay,
can go
Kline.
get Thanigan.
Kline steps outside and slams the door open. Arano! I don't know where you're at in retrospect to this.
I'm just right outside the door. I just wanted to have the weapon with.
Scream at his
He
face.
just screams like literally
Yelling.
into your back. Arano!
Startled, I turn around. Yes?
We can't find Thanigan.
Is he not asleep upstairs?
I don't know, we couldn't find him. Can you go look?
Sure.
Let me make an
Find the
insight
whole-
check. I'll make a deception check.
That'd be a 13.
He rolled a 14, so
Oh.
Oh.
you believe him. So seems very concerned. Where's Thanigan?
Okay. I will go upstairs and look for him.
Okay. And you go
So-
upstairs. You know what room he was staying in. You immediately open the door, and he's just easily, obviously sleeping in his bed.
Cuddling with his gun.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
legs
dangerous.
wrapped around the
to
stock at the
shot,
bottom.
aren't I?
Just
Barrel pointing down, mind you. I'm holding on to the butt of it, the gun.
okay.
Thanigan. It's time to wake up.
Told you.
And I'm gonna go over to him and kind of nudge him a bit.
You hear from
Thanigan.
downstairs. Arana, was he up there that entire time?
I'm going to ignore them. And continue to try to wake Thanigan up.
What time is it?
It's 6 a.m. We have to.
Why are we awake?
I'm gonna come upstairs with a cheese sandwich. Dangan, you hungry?
Food?
Well, it ain't meat, but it's bread and cheese.
Uh,
I just toss it to him.
At him.
Eyes closed, I like fumble reaching around the bed and just grab it and just shove it in my face.
Now get up. We got a long walk ahead of us.
Okay. I'm just gonna lay there lazily,
Okay.
eating my sandwich. Then I'm gonna reach over, like, to my bag on the ground, and I'm gonna pull out my pipe, and I'm gonna smoke some swift thistle. Like, just still half asleep, just laying in bed, and then that'll wake me up. Then I'm up.
Yeah. Eventually he gets up and he's his normal Flanagan self, but it is about 6:30. Let's say 6:30 right now, as you guys are all outside of the house and off in the distance. Again, some torches are starting to be lit. There's not too many people out right now, but you do see Edward and Raylan waiting over there. I mean, they seem to be waiting for you guys.
Good. Yeah, I want to walk up to him and. Edward, we're heading out to Redridge. You sure you didn't want to come?
You know me, Stur. That ain't my life.
Well, you can cut down trees there just as much as you can cut them down here.
Oh man, Raylan needs me here. She'd be lost without me. Ain't that right, Raylan? And she just looks like super annoyed right now.
Like
Well,
I'm stuck
it's
with this guy.
Super good to catch up with y'all, and you know when I come back, I'll let you know how it went. It's gonna be a few weeks probably though.
Take care of yourself, Stur and Kline, and she gives you both hugs, and Edward gives you both hugs, and says
Nice.
goodbye to your
It was nice
friends.
to meet you guys.
Yes, take care. Stay safe, and take care of Stur and Kline.
Cut an extra big one down for me, Edward.
Oh, cut down. Wait, wrong voice. Oh, cut down horrible for you, man.
I know you can do it.
DM problems.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm still
problems, man.
smoking my swift
Too many
thistle.
NPCs going on right now.
I'm like, hey, big guy, you want some swift thistle?
Oh god.
Swift thistle.
Ah, just smoke
I have
this.
that for tea sometimes. And he takes it and takes a big hit of it, and he immediately knows what he's doing.
I'm like, I'm
gonna
gonna look,
cut down 8 trees today now.
I'm gonna look at Ray and be like, he's gonna work real good today. Put him to use.
She's like rolling her eyes and like walking away immediately.
Long
She
as
gives
doesn't light
you
another house
a
on fire.
wave from behind as she goes.
Bye,
off.
Raylan.
Later, guys, and Edward runs off after her.
All right, let's head out to Redridge. We know the way.
How's
Yep.
the weather today?
The cart guy said it
Clear
was
skies.
back down the road here, and then we take a left.
Yeah, you're able to follow the path again. It's not like a hard path to follow. It's a little hilly at times, so it makes carts on it a bit difficult, but you guys are able to follow the path. Takes you about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get to the road again. But you get to the road unaccosted. There's already guards out patrolling. Haven't seen any travelers yet, but off to the east lies your destination.
Yeah, I'm just
Let's
gonna
go.
look. We're at the crossroads, so I'm gonna just see the sign. Be like, all right, that's a sign for Redridge. Let's go. And I'm gonna kind of take the lead and just kind of start marching in the front.
Okay.
I'm gonna take an extra second to look at the sign and be like, Redridge. Just try and memorize that's what Redridge looks like on a piece of paper.
Well,
can't read.
it would say Lakeshire.
Okay.
Right.
Lakeshire.
I'm assuming. So it took us how long to get back to the road, or the main road, I guess.
Took us like an hour. I thought I said.
2.5 hours ish. It took us an hour to get down it on the
2.5.
cart.
Right.
So
right,
I'd
right.
say like 2 hours because our
Yeah,
cart would be going
okay.
slower than normal. So
Heavy
2
load,
hours.
yeah.
Okay. So then the sun has risen by this
Yes.
point. Okay.
It's like 8, 9 a.m.
Then as we're continuing from here, I'm gonna keep an eye out for any plants that look like they might be harvestable.
Okay. First, can I get a marching order?
I will be in the front, I guess.
Yeah, I'll be behind him then.
Okay.
Middle of the pack.
Guess I'm pulling up the rear.
Okay. And Kline's gonna hang out with Arano.
Lucky me.
Lucky Kline. Lucky Arano. Lucky Kline. But you guys head off towards the east. What were you looking for?
Any plants that look like they might be useful or look different than the rest of the.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Let's see here. A That's an 18.
On your path, you do eventually about an hour out from when you got to the next road. You see some silverleaf off in the distance.
Huh, perfect. And whenever I spot it, I'm gonna turn to the rest of the group and say, "Hey, do you guys mind slowing down for just a minute? You don't have to stop, but I'm just gonna run over here and pick this plant real quick. I'll catch back up."
Yeah, whatever.
Sure. No problem. I mean, I'm just gonna kind of scan around looking for danger while she's doing that.
Make a perception check.
Because at this point, we're kind of becoming better friends. So I want to like kind of cover her back, right? I'm starting to.
No, it's been like
feel
4 or
for the
5
party.
days together now.
Yeah, it's starting to feel for
together.
the party. So I'm feeling like
Signed up for a mission together.
yeah, helping her out, making sure she's good, just kind of watching her back. So perception. That'd be an 8. That'd be plus 2.
As you like look off in the distance to see Stick where she was running, you go to glance the horizon and immediately see like a brown bird you've never seen before just fly off into the distance, and you lost it for a second. Now you're scouting around the trees above her, trying to find this bird. But you don't see any dangerous wildlife as she's running off that direction.
Okay.
But you're able to make it over to the Silverleaf. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Survival. 11.
Okay, you harvest 2 Silverleaf. You potentially could have gotten a third. It kind of crumbled up in your hands.
Tore it in half on accident.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't very salvageable. You got as much of it as you could. So you got about 2 pieces of Silverleaf.
All right, now I'll head back onto the group.
Okay, yeah. No, nothing along the road. Again, every, I guess, maybe 10 minutes of walking, you run into another guard. It seems like this road is heavily patrolled right now by what seems to be mainly new recruits.
And we're all wearing our tabards, and I'm pretty excited that we're on our first like real adventure. So I'm gonna do these like shitty salutes, like towards each guard we pass by. Not
Okay,
stop,
some
just
of them
keep walking.
salute back. Some of them seem confused. Some of them don't acknowledge you, but I'd say most give you an awkward salute back.
Every time he does it, I'm just gonna look at the ground and shake my head.
I'm gonna make sure I say hi to every guard at least. Not salute, but
Yeah, they say hi back, but unless you want to actually converse with them, you know.
nope.
They all just kind of.
And I don't see that. I don't see
So
that
far
my
the
party
road's been
members
clean
aren't
today.
saluting, right? Because I'm in the front, so I'm just kind
Yeah,
of
you're leading the
like
charge.
overexcited, like.
Yep. I just see this dwarf in front of me. Just like a head bouncing right below my vision.
Zorano, tell me about the roots, man.
The roots?
Yeah, what color are they?
I don't understand.
Tell her so, man. What color are her roots?
You back on this again?
It's a same color as other trees.
Well, trees are different colors. Sometimes in Ironforge or in Dunmorrow, we got white trees. Out here, they got brown trees, black trees. What color trees you got in Ashenvale Forest?
I honestly never paid that much attention. I mean, they're all different colors, though.
What color's Teldrassil's roots?
They're brown.
Brown, huh? What about the rest of the tree? Is it brown too?
Yes, brown with green leaves.
Green leaves, huh? Hell yeah.
That
Some
sounds
purple.
nice. Purple leaves.
Yes.
Purple leaves?
You don't have purple leaves here?
Not that I've seen. We got
I
white
heard-
leaves, we got yellow leaves, got green leaves.
I
Sometimes they're
heard
red.
that sticky purple's rarity. Is that right?
Not in Ashenvale.
Oh. But it'll be rare here though.
You guys don't even have purple trees.
Exactly.
Aren't
You
you
know,
a genius, Stick?
Sometimes in the whatever is equivalent to fall here, the leaves start to turn like orange and red. But that doesn't last very long.
No, just follow the ground.
Yep.
And then come back green.
Come back green always.
You guys talking about trees and leaves again?
Yeah, it
No,
seems
talk about roots. I wanted to learn about that girl's base.
Girl?
Yeah, tell
He's
yourself.
talking about the tree, yeah.
I mean, okay.
Yes, continue on the road
Yeah.
towards Redridge. But again, it just seems to be heavily patrolled. Nothing interesting along the way. We'll say you guys can. We'll make it into Redridge unaccosted. Pass through the
Perfect.
mountain range. Immediately, the grass is a sudden shift as starting to take this greenish, more colorful life here. It seems to be a little bit more browns in this area. Over an hour or so along the road, it makes this gradual change. But it's
Do I
still
notice
nice
any
out.
wildlife since we've entered Redridge?
Make a perception check.
$17.
No. I mean, you see some boars off in the distance. You think you may have seen a buzzard flying from one tree to another. But as you're entering Redridge, right now it seems fairly safe.
Coast is clear. We could just move on through. Seems good.
It looks like everything's changing colors around here.
Yeah, it's a bit different here. I suppose that's why it's called Redridge.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, everything's a little orange and not green.
Do we know which way Lakeshire is through here?
Yeah, the road just keeps going east.
So we just follow the road.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye out on wildlife.
Keep moving.
Okay, yeah, with that 17, you're able to navigate along the road most of the way. Off in the distance, as you come over a hill, you do see a bridge that goes over a river. Off to the right of that bridge, you see a very massive lake, and to the left of the bridge, of course, it does end up coming to a little bit of a more of a pond area, and then past that bridge, pretty long bridge, and you're still about 2-3 miles out. You do see the town of Lakeshire, reasonably sized. Right now, you can't see how populated it is from this distance, but you do see that the city is off in the distance, and that is a perfect time to take our first break.
Awesome.
All right.
We made it.
Sounds good. We'll return in our exploration of Redridge and why am I blanking?
Lakeshire?
Lakeshire. I was gonna say Lake Film. That's not right. Lakeshire. In just a few, guys. Stay tuned. Roll Need is directly supported by listeners like you. Visit patreon.com/rollneed.
So, where we last left off.
Oh no.
We're south of Lakeshire.
We're all about to die.
I'd say it's about noon, 1 p.m. as you guys swagger up on this place.
Are there
We are swaggering.
guards posted?
Less
at the bridge?
guards once you've crossed from the Redridge. There have been some along the road, and there are some posted. I mean, you can't really. It's hard to tell from here. You're still pretty far from the bridge. You're about, I'd say, 1.5 miles, 2 miles out.
Oh, okay.
Just
I mean, the
keep
world's
an eye out.
really big, so
Right.
you see this off in the distance. You still got a bit of a walk to go. But you have passed some guards since you've entered Redridge. Yeah,
But there's none immediately
not where you're at right now.
there I
no.
could talk to. Okay.
So the last guard you guys saw was about back there.
Okay.
Makes sense with the crossroads. All right. I mean, I'm just gonna be like, hey guys, it looks like we're getting close.
Yeah, it looks like it's about 1 mile, 2 miles away. Whatever that means.
I can kind of see the town over there on the other side of the lake.
Yeah, it looks like we just got to cross that bridge.
Seems like a nice place though. I mean, for guard duty, it's probably gonna be pretty uneventful here.
Yeah, probably. A couple
Yeah, it
weeks
seems
to just
pretty-
fly by and we'll go collect our funds from Stormwind.
Easy money.
It seems
Easy
really
money.
relaxed around here. I think.
I don't even think I need to
Look
bring this
around.
axe.
I'm gonna look around now to see if I see any dangerous or conspicuous looking wildlife.
Make a perception check.
How do I always forget what my perception is? No, it's nothing. That's why. Nope. That's a
Critical fail.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see anything at all. You look around you, and
I am blind.
there's nothing special here.
Get like sand in your eye.
Falls while doing it.
It looks like a lake.
You don't see any squirrels or anything in the general area. And the lake's really off in the distance to your right. And again, there's like a little section of the lake that seems to be closer to the town. But you're starting to see, fires burning in the distance coming out of chimneys.
I'd say if anything, this is gonna be a pretty boring tour that we've got here.
Might be boring, but we're gonna get paid.
That's true.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything happening while we're here. Nothing at all.
Are you sure you don't just want that to happen?
Yep, there's going to be no danger. That's what Stur says. Have a positive outlook, and the outlook will turn positive itself.
You keep that thought in mind, Kline.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, we'll see
mean-
how it goes.
Girl.
There's less to worry about that way. Well, we should just continue.
Oh, we're
till
still
we get
walking,
to
right?
the-
We're just kind of wandering.
Yeah,
around.
you're walking, talking,
Moving
walking.
our way.
Getting closer, and really, I'm just keeping my eyes out for a guard at this point.
Okay, yeah, I
Anyone-
mean, you see guards at the bridge itself as you guys get closer. Lakeshire is a much smaller town than Goldshire, with a population of about 3,000 people. You see a lot of homes off in the distance. There's looks like this seems to be the main general area. On the other side of the bridge, you can see a blacksmith in the distance. You can see what looks to be what would be a town hall. You can see the inn. You can see several shops. right along the lake. There's a bunch of stands, vendors. You hear people talking. That's where the general population seems to be right now. Off in the distance towards the west, you see some houses. On the west side of the just general population area right now, there seems to be the inn, and then of course behind the inn and the blacksmith and all these shops is more and more houses, and eventually behind the final houses there is a cliff almost above it, just able to, like, if you're on that cliff you could see out over all the houses towards this portion of the lake.
Cool. I'm gonna kind of approach the nearest guard.
I'm coming with.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just like, hey,
There are
buddy.
two guards just chilling.
I'm gonna salute to him first. Be like, what's up, man? I mean,
What's up, man?
like, I'm trying to I look at Stur for help as to what proper human introductions are.
Hey, how's it going?
Yes. One of them gives you a salute. I see you're wearing the Scout's tabard.
That's
Okay.
right. I'm looking for a guard Burton.
Yeah, guard. Burton.
Yeah, he's at the tavern right now. Why are you looking for the boss right now?
We're the new guards that are reporting for duty.
Oh, so you're our replacements while we go up north. Awesome.
Oh,
Glad
you're
you guys
gonna
made
be
it
looking
here
for
safe.
South Shore?
Well, we'll be looking for it more as killing all the horde that are inside of it right now. But yes, we will be going up there.
Best of luck, you guys. I heard it's not too easy up there right now.
Well, that's why they're pulling the best. Yeah, we appreciate you guys manning the fort until our recruits get down here.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we're happy to help.
No, they said they were recruiting the best to come take your spot, so... Well, looks like we're in similar situations.
They also didn't tell us much about the area. Is there anything that we should know? Like, if we're going to be watching your posts?
Yeah, don't piss off the Murlocs, or
Got it?
that'll be a problem. They're over here to the east of Lakeshire, off into the north side of the lake as well as the south side. There are a lot of Murlocs, and do not piss them off. That would be
Okay.
step one.
Do they keep to themselves usually, or?
Yeah, it's like a hornet's nest. You swat one, the hive comes, you know?
Oh, okay.
So just don't mess with them.
That makes sense.
Yeah, to the southeast, you've got dragonkins, buzzards, boars.
As he keeps talking, I'm actually going to pull out the journal that I have, flip to the last pages that are still blank, and start writing down what he's saying.
Okay. Even further out east, there's a keep out there, a ruined keep that some Blackrock orcs have made their residence.
Works.
And those are
Yeah.
elites, right? In game.
In class, some of them are, some of them
Some of
aren't.
them are, yeah.
I believe actually most of them are elites, but there are a few that are not.
Like
The
this bridge is
northeast
pretty
has elites
treacherous, if I
also.
remember correctly. To Stonewatch Keep from the south.
Yeah, there's 3 elite quests over there, I believe.
Yeah.
They also is a situation where they keep to themselves. Every once in a while, a few will come and raid, but it's been actually a couple weeks since they've done anything.
When he says
Nothing.
A couple weeks, I'm gonna look up from my notepad and say, "Wait, you mean they haven't attacked in a while?
Yeah, a few weeks.
So they're likely to attack again soon."
How come they
No
keep
telling.
attacking?
I don't know. Don't really speak their language.
Is there a plan to get them out of here, or are we just letting them be?
Well, right now we're just letting them be as for them. I mean, again, it's just like a few stragglers here and there. You know, we've never been hit by more than 3 or 4 of them at once. And
Okay.
again, we got worries elsewhere. Can't pull the army away from the north and come down here to kill a small encampment of orcs? Can't do that right now.
That's a fair point.
Yeah,
Okay,
gotta find
that makes
a-
sense.
War is war, you know.
And
Shouldn't be a problem, right, Klein?
Klein's like ghostly pale right now.
But Finnegan's is all excited because he's like, oh yeah, so you're kind of experienced and stuff. So you've killed what, orcs and dragon whelps, and what kind of weapon you got?
He's got this big claymore on his back.
And I'm just gonna sneak around him as he points to it on his back, and just be like, whoa, that's a pretty big sword you got there, my friend.
Yeah, thanks. You know, being part of the Storm 1 Guard, they treat you well.
You were
Especially-
saying about the wildlife in the area and what's dangerous?
Yeah, that's really it. Don't go swimming in the lake. Murlocs, monsters.
Can we
Murlocs
fish?
and Murlocs and orcs. That's all we got to worry about, right?
Well, yeah, and spiders and boars and dragon whelplings and buzzards, and north of the Lakeshire, we've got a bunch of gnolls. Don't go pissing off the gnolls. You know what? Just don't go piss off anything, really. Kind of just stay to the bridge. Keep to yourself. I mean, Guard Burton will go over everything with you guys, but
okay.
in general, it's almost got its own ecosystem here. Everything kind of functions as long as we're not stepping on each other's toes. You know, no cataclysmic events in the area.
That makes sense. Okay. I'm just wanted to get it from the horse's mouth, you know, because you guys are the ones that are actually out here. Guard Burton.
And you won't be alone. Guard Burton will be staying with you, and
Oh.
well, yeah, we can't leave you here by yourselves.
So just Guard Burton and then us?
Yep.
So that means we can kill orcs.
I mean,
If they attack,
come at us.
that will be what we hired you for. That's why we're paying you very well. Even if
That's a
they
fair
don't
point.
attack, you know.
fair. That's fair.
Just the
Okay.
risk of it
Yeah.
happening is enough to warrant you getting paid what you're getting paid, whatever it is.
And I'm gonna run to like the east side of the bridge and just to kind of like start looking out like excitedly for like anything that I could see.
Okay, make a perception check.
Sure. Perception check for adventure.
For adventure. Oh, that's a 20.
As you're like looking off over the east, it's a very bright day. The sun is reflecting off the water. And one of the shimmers you're seeing with sunlight, you think you might see a very snake lizardy type creature, very similar to the rumored Loch Ness monster that lives inside the Deep Run Tram. Very, you think you saw that might be what you saw, but it was only for a brief instant, and there was the shimmering of the lights. But
I'm not gonna say anything to anyone. I'm just like, oh.
yeah, your venturing side of you immediately gets hard.
He is very excited.
So should we go check in with Burton?
No, yeah.
What do you guys think?
It sounds good to me. I mean, I got some notes here on what we should keep an eye out for. But yeah, we'll see what else he's got to say and let him know we're here.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Head that way.
sure. Okay,
Thanks for the information.
Yeah, and you guys walk across the bridge. It's about a 20-minute walk across this bridge. It's a very massive bridge. Yeah, but it's wide. You see some carts leaving it, a few travelers here and there, but you guys can get across the bridge. And I would say it's very similar to, not in like cleanliness and weirdness of Venice Beach, but it's very much like that. It's almost like a pier type area, like a strip that people are just walking up and down. On this one side, you got a bunch of buildings and shops, and on the left, it's the water.
Okay.
Clean, unlike Venice Beach, but
Sure.
that kind of layout.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Do any of the vendors look like they're selling anything interesting?
I mean, it's something for everything. I mean, you got some seafood vendors, you've got general food vendors, there's a blacksmith, there's a Fletcher. Nothing out of the ordinary, I would say.
Okay. No.
It just seems more like fishing supplies, things you wouldn't see in Ironforge, essentially.
Yeah.
Or at least in certain, maybe in secluded areas of Ironforge, but the culture is very much designed around this lake.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm good to just go to Burton.
I'm not
I don't
gonna
need to
stop
shop.
there yet. I want to see what Burton has to say first.
Yeah.
Okay, and you got the smell of cooking fish, cooking different meats, lots of people here, and of different races too. This is, as of all the places you've been to so far, this is the most diverse. Again, primarily human. I'd say closer to 60% human right now, but there's quite a few elves, gnomes, and dwarves here.
Any gnomes working at any of the vending stations, or they're kind of just milling about on their own?
Most of the gnomes you see seems to be some form of either dock worker or fisher, or no gnomes are working any shops right now.
Okay. I'll leave them to their business then.
And there's very few gnomes. There's more of the dwarves and elves, but
Yeah.
you see like 5 or 6 gnomes.
I'll just I'll approach Burton, say hello. We're
Well,
Where's
he's
that
in the. You were told he was at the
Oh.
inn right now.
okay. So we'll go to the inn.
Yeah.
Before that,
I'll walk in. Oh,
right before that, I'd like to go over to one of the fishermen and inquire about buying a fishing pole.
Okay, yeah, you
Not a
can do
bad
that.
idea.
Do you guys happen to have a fishing pole for sale?
And looking up to you is covered in hair, older human male, long white beard, and a dwarf is next to him. Yeah, I mean, we got some spares we can sell you. Sure.
And how much?
They kind of like exchange a look. 3 silver.
I'm gonna run it back. One fishing pole, please. Like, just completely cutting him off.
Oh, okay. You want one too?
Huh? Look up at Arena. Yeah, buddy. Two, please. I got them both.
We'll take 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy yours. I'm like feeling like
Then-
generous right now.
Thank you,
Then
Mannequin.
follow up behind them and ask, do you guys have any that might be my size?
No, not really. We got one that's more of a dwarf size.
Hmm,
You might be able to use it.
how long is it?
Yeah, it looks like you could use it.
Okay. Yeah.
It wouldn't be ideal, but you
you
could.
got any for kids though?
No kid fishing poles. Sorry. Kids
Sir.
here use real fishing poles.
Sir, we've been over this. I'm actually not a kid. I'm pretty sure
Well,
I'm
yeah,
older
I
than
mean-
you.
It would be the right size though.
So what? 3 fishing poles then?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Are you
too.
getting all 3 of them too? And the guy's looking up at you, Thanagan.
I can pay for my own.
I got it. She's good people.
Okay.
Oh,
And the dwarf next to him. Well, you're gonna want some bait too for that. You're gonna go fishing. You're gonna need bait.
yeah, but
That's
there's
a very
also
good point.
plenty of wildlife we can kill to make bait out of.
I mean, you could try. Well, we got the best bait in all of Lakeshire.
What's
Just-
your bait made out of?
Worms.
Oh.
Hey.
And how much is this bait?
Well, we could sell you a box for a silver. Comes with 20-something worms.
And I'm
Yeah,
just
but-
like, fine. I'm just gonna hand him over the 10 silver total, so I lose 1G total.
Well, you're gonna need bobbers too, and hooks, and strings.
And
You
I'm
might
just,
want to check out this reel, and he's like holding up this silver reel.
The fishing pole doesn't have any of that on it already?
Well, I mean, it comes with the basic stuff, but if you're gonna go fishing, you want to do it right.
No, I think we'll be okay.
All right.
Yes. The bait will be enough for now. If we have any
Good
trouble,
luck.
we'll be back.
Thanks. We'll let you know if we have trouble.
Take his 10 silver. And he's happy with the upsell he
well,
pulled
isn't that
off.
1 gold,
Yeah.
right? That's the way we're doing it.
Yeah,
With
1
this-
gold. Yeah,
it's
we're going
1
with
gold.
D&D money
Yeah.
based off your character sheets.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna now suggest. Okay, let's go talk to Burton.
That's a good idea. Let's do that.
Yeah, well, 3 of you can add fishing poles, and Thanagan, you got a box of bait.
Fishing pole.
With
And you guys make your way
20-something
down the pier again. It's very not as festive as you would think. It's not like people are unhappy, but you don't really hear any music.
I was. Yeah.
How
about
much
Less
bait?
laughing and playing.
How much bait's in a
There is some,
in a
but
box?
20.
20 something.
Okay.
I'll say 22. 22 worms.
Just to make it extra hard to split amongst 3 people.
Got to roll for it.
I mean, that's 7 1/3 each. Now watch, we're just not going to get stationed anywhere near the lake.
So we're in the tavern.
Not yet.
We're on our way.
You
to the
guys are
tavern.
heading
Yeah,
there,
walking
yeah.
that way.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're gonna split up the bait, or you want to just keep it for yourself, Thanagan? I'm not really asking for anything.
Yeah, we'll split it up when we fish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Huh?
you trying
Yeah.
to eat it or what?
No, I mean, I just don't think we really need it.
Probably not.
For one
see,
silver,
we'll see,
it
I
can't
mean-
hurt.
You're good at finding
Yeah,
flowers.
that's-
Could probably find some worms.
Better safe than sorry, you know.
That's true. It'd be dangerous without that bait.
Yeah.
So you said it's you said it's not very festive here. It seems kind of gloomy.
No, it's not that it's gloomy. It's just not festive.
It's like people are more like working and.
This is their life, essentially. It's
Yeah,
not
this
like
is
this
the
is like a
day-to-day.
trade town like Goldshire with lots of visitors. It's very businessy, but again, you hear children laughing and playing in the distance. It's their home, but you know, it isn't a
Makes sense.
party. So you guys heading to the inn?
Yeah.
Okay. And eventually, you guys make your way down the pier towards the end. Again, you see some further off to the west. You see some houses off into the distance. But you guys make your way to the inn. And outside of it, it's got this big sign that says Lakeshire Inn.
I think this is the place, guys.
Okay, let's head in.
Hey, that says Lakeshire, right?
Yeah. Did
That's
you
correct, sir.
read that, Stur?
I know what it looks like,
Oh, so you did.
so you could say I read it.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what reading is.
That's exactly what reading is.
Well, hey, I read it then.
Good job,
Good
buddy.
job.
Good job, Stur.
Learn something new.
Well, you guys enter the inn. It's a little bit more lively in here. There's music playing. There's people drinking, even at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. There's several people working in this inn. This is a fine establishment. Several barmaids, bartenders, very well run. It's very organized here. Smells great. It looks like lunch is just about getting finished up.
You guys
Do
smell
we
that?
see Guard Burton as we walk in, or is he not in the immediate area?
You have no idea what he looks like.
I'm gonna go.
You're right.
I'm gonna wave down the waitress.
I'm
Gonna
going
ask
to
her.
follow my nose.
Okay, a waitress runs up. She's got blonde hair pulled into a ponytail. Ah, yes. How many do you have?
There's 4 of us, but we're actually looking for
4.
Five.
5 of us. Sorry, for guard Bert.
Oh, yes, he's over there, actually. And she walks over there, and there's 2 guards in full plate, just kind of sitting there, helmets off there. Looks like they're eating their lunch. And she walks up to them and passes them into a corner. And you see a man head down on the table with 2 or 3 drinks by him. She gives him a slap on the head. Burton, get up! People are here to see you. All right. What's up?
Salute.
Oh hi. Hi, we're reporting from Stormwind. They said that we were supposed to report to you for our guard duty.
I hand him my contract.
Holding my contract up.
Stormwind. Oh shit! Is that today? And he stands up and he like slams into the table and it goes tipping over. And one of the
Yeah.
beers still had ale in it. It spilled on the table. And from across the inn, the waitress that you just met just, come on, Burton. I'll clean it up. Okay.
It's okay.
Come on.
We probably got here a little earlier than you were expecting.
He seems really drunk right now. Okay. How's it going?
We already said it's going good.
Your commanding officer, Guard Burton, and he's trying his hardest to stand up and will look at attention right now.
I'm going to pick up the table. Or try to pick up the
Thank you,
table.
Elf. Can I see your contracts? And he's like helping you set it up and gets it flat down. And
Yeah,
you guys all hand over
here
your
you go.
contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he looks them over. Okay, so just the 5 of you then. That's all they could send, huh? All right.
Yeah, is that a bad thing?
Well, we're losing 14 guards.
Oh,
Oh wow.
I mean, we're getting 14 new recruits that I'll be training. But only the 5 of you to hold us over. I mean, should be fine.
okay. Well,
I'm sure
So
we'll be
you're
fine
gonna
under
be-
your guidance.
What is
Yeah,
a
we-
Wendigo?
it's terrifying. Really.
It's It's a big furry bear that walks on 2 legs, more or less.
but it's
Wow.
like twice the size of a bear.
Big, yeah.
Well, it says you killed one.
Yeah, it was
did.
close call at some points, but we managed to take it down.
Gonna like lean against the table like, it was a piece of cake.
Well, I'm glad you
wasn't
guys
too
are
bad.
here, helping us out.
Best of the
Wish
best.
I was going up north, but guess someone does have to stay here.
Yeah. So what you said you were going to be training the new recruits, so you're not going to be out with us on our guard duty.
Well, I'm going to be with you guys on your guard duty, and I'm going to show you the ropes. But when they get here, you guys will be leaving, of course. I will be training them once they get here on, the general area, how it is to guard Redridge.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You're gonna show us first, right?
Yeah, we'll start that first thing in the morning.
It's
Great.
only like 1 in the afternoon.
We'll start it first thing in the morning.
Oh, okay. You're the boss.
So we ain't getting paid for today?
I mean, you get paid for all the days when you go back to Stormwind.
Right.
Did you even read the contract, Stur?
No.
Stur can't. Danigan, why are you so insensitive?
You know,
Kline, my buddy Kline and Karash read it for me.
Can I get you guys something to drink?
What do you got?
I mean, I don't got anything, but the inn has stuff.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Yeah, sure, whatever they're serving.
He pulls over a table and gets some chairs up, and he rings over the waitress.
I'm gonna help him out when he's doing that.
You're gonna what?
Help him just move this stuff, the table.
Okay, yeah, you guys set up a table and connect them. And Darcy, can you get everyone here drinks and food? And they are the replacement guards, so they'll need inns as well, or rooms as well. And she's like, okay, are you guys okay bunking up?
I mean, I'd rather not sleep with the smelly guys, but...
I'll bunk with Kline.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
three rooms with 2 beds would be okay with you guys?
yeah, that should be fine.
Yes.
Okay. I'll get you guys your keys later. And what can I get you guys to eat and drink?
I have wild hog shank. Do you have that on the menu?
Absolutely. We have plenty of boar out here.
Okay.
I'll take that too.
Bar and ale.
Sure, I'll try some.
Do you have any ribs? Yeah, I could get you some ribs. Okay, I'll take ribs. And okay, well, and anything to drink, you guys?
Yeah, whatever you guys serve the regulars. We don't need anything special.
Okay, I'll get you guys 5 ales then. Jay runs off
Sounds
into the
good.
back to go get food. So, how was the road?
Well,
Well traveled.
yeah, we took a wagon to the logging camp with a merchant, and then it was just an easy walk, honestly.
Yeah. Well,
Why? Should it have been difficult?
I mean, sometimes there's wolves, bears, and Elwyn. Sometimes spiders. Once you get into Redridge,
I hate
it can be
spiders.
rough at times. Yeah, spiders suck, man.
Yeah, it gets kind of
Yeah.
scary sometimes.
How is it at night here? Any different? Are we gonna be out here at nighttime guarding too?
No. At night we will be having some recruits taking your positions as well.
Oh, the night watch.
It'll be mainly me. I sleep mainly during the days.
Yeah, we noticed.
Got a few people in town that will help out. But
Sorry for waking you during your slumber.
no, it's all right. I thought you guys were coming next week, but I'm glad you're here.
We are too.
You guys have any questions for me? I'll show you guys what your main work will be tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of standing, but if you have any questions now, I'll be happy to answer them. And he seems a little drunk, but he's doing a surprisingly good job of composing himself despite being drunk right now. Like, now that you see him not face down on the table, you can see the glimmers of the officer behind the drunkenness. No, I'm afraid not. We don't give out any gear to mercenaries, I'm afraid. We don't have that kind of money.
You don't
It's a
gotta
pretty
give
sweet
it to us,
sword,
but we
and
can
he's
just
been in
use
the
it.
army for 10 years to earn that. And again, we have that war up north, I'm afraid, which is where they're all going. That means we're desperate to send those weapons and armors up north to the men that need it.
Yeah, I don't think it's happening then again.
Yeah, she'll be. Let's just say as this is happening, she comes over and sets the ales down. I'll get your food out in a bit, and she runs back. There's quite a few people in here. A lot of townsfolk, mainly humans. Again, some dwarves. You don't see any elves or gnomes in the inn right now.
I just need to clarify this for everyone listening that I'm totally a dingus, and I was muted for that for like a minute. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I was basically just grumbling, asking for weapons from him.
Oh,
and
okay.
He was
Usual
denying me.
hunter
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Hunter things. Yeah.
Classic production things, Yeah, trying to find more weapons for myself. Sorry, guys. My bad.
So, if you have any questions, I mean, again, I'll show you where you're going to be working tomorrow and stuff. But
Yeah, is it going to be near the lake?
yeah, you guys will be positioned on the bridge.
No. Perfect. That's right.
Unfortunately, we really can't have anyone out on the roads because we only have you guys, so we'll be defending the town directly.
Are we gonna be out there while it's all light outside, or is it just like a 8-hour thing? Are we getting breaks in between? How
Every
about
once in a
our
while, you
health
guys will need to
insurance?
work. Well, there's no health insurance, I'm afraid.
Stur, those are some pretty big questions for you.
You will work night shifts sometimes. You'll work day shifts. Sometimes you'll work 16-hour shifts. But you'll be basically only at the bridge unless you're needed elsewhere.
Got it. We're gonna know our schedule ahead of time, or is it gonna be like we show up and then?
It'll be a day-by-day basis. I'll tell you
Okay.
the night before, essentially. Well, meet me here, since this is where all the guards stay. And we'll discuss it then.
It's gonna be fun getting to know you during this.
Looking forward to it.
What kind of state is the bridge in? Is it okay? Is it kind of? I mean, we walked.
I mean, you were
across it,
just
but-
on it, right? It looks fine to me.
Yeah, I mean, it looks okay, but like, how long has the bridge been there? Is it in need of repair, or like, is it?
Oh, we
sinking
keep it
into the lake?
maintained. It's in good condition right now.
Okay. Sounds good.
No further questions from me.
Only other thing I wanted to know is, do we have any kind of like looking glasses or anything we could use for keeping an eye out?
Well, Magistrate Solomon, he's the mayor of this town. He has one of those little glass things he puts over his eyes. They're called a monocle.
Yeah, no,
You could ask him to borrow that, but I don't have anything else for you to
I
use.
don't think that's gonna help us much. Okay, no, that's fine. Whoop. We'll use our own eyes.
Any other questions, friends?
I'm just
None
gonna
here.
sit in silence waiting for the food.
Okay, yeah, we'll say Darcy comes back over and she brings out all the hog shank and gets Kline his ribs and okay. Well, who's paying?
How much?
Burton said he was covering this.
Yeah, I guess I'll take this one. Yeah. And then he gives her 2 gold pieces and thank you, Darcy. And she runs off into the back.
I'll wink at Burton and say, I got you next time.
Well, I appreciate that, friend. Well, if you guys are here, I need to go brief the other guards and let them know that they're heading out in 2 days' time. We'll give you guys a day to get used to what you're going to be doing. You can ask some of the guards for some advice or whatever, and then they'll head out. Give them a day to say goodbye to their people here. Some of them have been getting families and stuff as they go off north, but
Sure.
and then after that day, you guys will be here until the recruits get here.
Great.
Okay, well, enjoy your meals and welcome to Lakeshire. And he
Thanks,
steps
buddy.
up and
Thanks.
he stumbles a little bit, but he makes his way out into the open air and sunlight, and he just steps outside into the day and takes off.
So he seems nice.
It's gonna be interesting working with that fella.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always down to have a boss who's drunk at noon. I mean,
My
that's
kinda
how
guy.
they are here. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty chill job. I mean,
Yeah,
again, they
sounds
said
pretty
don't mess
chill.
with stuff, so.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty cool guy to me. I don't know. But I guess we got nothing to do today, huh?
Apparently
Yeah, it looks
not.
like we're just hanging out till the morning.
I guess we could see the sights around town. You know, see what
I'm
else they
going
got to offer.
I'm gonna finish my meal and go to Thanigan. Can I borrow some bait? I'd like to go do some fishing.
Nah, man, let's go together. That sounds fun. Just head out to the docks, right?
Yeah, you can do
I'm-
that.
Yeah.
Sir, what are you going to do?
Does anybody else want?
Well, I ain't going fishing.
You guys have fun fishing. I think we're gonna have plenty of time to do that over the next couple weeks. I think I'm gonna look around town.
Yeah, I'll join you, Stick. I want to look around the place better. Get to know what I'm about to
am
guard.
going with... I'll go fishing.
Okay, yeah, you can use the
Alright,
rod
have
they got
fun.
for me.
Okay, so Kline's going to go off with Arano and Thanigan, and Stur and Stick, you guys are going to go browse shops and stuff, I guess?
Explore the town.
Yeah,
Okay.
just exploring.
Let's jump over. To Thanigan and Arano. You guys step out inside the brisk daylight. Again, it's about 1:30 now after your conversation with Burton. You see off into the
Making our way there, I'm just gonna look up to her and be like, "Hey man, so like, you fish often?"
I've actually never have before.
Me neither.
It seemed like
Oh, no.
while they're doing it, and I wanted to try it.
Oh man, you guys are missing out. Back in Lockboat there, and I used to go fishing with my Uncle Vrock, and it was a good time. I mean, honestly, like, I'm gonna show you guys the way. Let's go. It's gonna be a good time.
I'm interested, man. I want to see you catch a fish. Sounds fun.
I have this weird feeling that Thanigan didn't fish with regular fishing poles back then.
Well, you know.
Dwarven fishing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna get there, and I'm gonna be like, all right, well, we got the bait, and I'm like,
Starts loading his gun.
no. These little wormy guys, I'm gonna pull them out. I'm gonna hand like three worms to Areno and 3 worms to Kline.
Well, I don't have a pull. I just want to watch you guys do it. I don't want to fish.
I thought he was borrowing 6 bowl. You didn't borrow it?
Oh no, he
He didn't take it. Okay.
He just wanted to watch you guys fish.
All right, so I'll just hand the 3 to Arena and be like, all right, you just gotta stick it here on the hook, and he's used a real fishing pole before, right?
Yeah.
He definitely has done
No,
dwarven
you're a
fishing
hunter.
with
You know how to
dynamite,
fish.
but he's done it.
Yeah,
So,
you can easily put the bait on the hook and
yeah.
easily cast out.
So I like hold up the worm, kind of confused, and I kind of struggle to get it on the hook, but I eventually do. Not very well. But
Is it
I
live
get
bait?
on the hook.
Yeah.
It's live bait, and your druid senses hear the animal screaming out as you stab it with this hook, but look at his face.
Your alignment's now chaotic neutral.
It's the circle of life, man.
A tear drops down Arano's face.
A single team.
I just picture him hooking the worm onto the hook just once, and that's it. So like the first time that he casts it out, the worm's coming right off the hook.
Make a survival check, Arano, as you try and hook the worm.
Okay. I was gonna say I feel like Thanigan taught me to make sure to get it on there, but survival check
As long as you just don't roll horribly.
+3. All right. Well, how about an 8?
It
Not terrible.
was rough. There was a lot of unhooking and rehooking, but eventually,
the worm, like, it was like half the
really
worm. It
crying.
like rips it.
yeah,
in
a
half.
lot of the worm the worm's in rough shape, but it's on there, and
How do you want to do this?
it still seems to be flopping around on it a little bit.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cast out.
Okay, yeah, you guys can get a spot on the dock, and you're both just gonna cast out.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we'll start with dex checks from both of you.
Gonna hook his pants.
Hook the
6.
kids playing.
A 6. You launch it out, and he gets a nice big arc, and it like goes through like 8 other lines. You know, he just like
Oh, no.
crosses a bunch of people, and immediately like to the left of you, they're like, "Are you serious?"
Are you kidding me?
And
Sorry,
me-
This is my first time.
The experienced fisher rolls a 20.
Yeah, you get a great cast out. You're nowhere near anyone else, and you get a good lay for the area. You're like, if there's gonna be fish, this would be a good place to cast out right now. But Arano is getting glares from the people to the side of him. But you both have your
Come on, buddy. You should have watched me do it first. I mean, you've never done this. Why would you do that? Look at the problem you just made.
I might be
How
the
would I roll for
clumsiest night
fishing?
out.
Would I just make a roll to see if something bites, and then I tell
Yeah. I
or would they make a
could be a
roll on their end?
But you could
Consider the
make a
fish
roll.
an NPC, and it would be like a strength check.
Yeah, and based off of their, I mean, I don't know. You could do it by like.
know.
There's a bunch of different ways you
Survival,
can do
or-
it.
That's a great
Okay.
question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Let's start with Arano.
You could base it off of their casts too, or
Yeah, that's I'm doing it like that. I'm basing it off of how they rolled. So Rano, after a while, you're not getting any nibbles. Seems a little bit of a crowded area over there. But Thanigan, you feel a nibble just very slightly. About after 15 minutes of being cast out, you hear, you've recast a couple times, but about 15 minutes, you feel a light nibble. Can I get a strength check from you?
Okay.
gonna catch a thing.
See the dwarven strength.
Nat 20, boys!
And he immediately just gets this big yank, and as he does, it goes flying in the air, and it seems like there's a piece of wood and some seaweed caught on the end of it, and it just goes flying up in the air and splashes down. As you reel it in, you don't have any fish on it.
A
But
nat 20 and I don't even get a fish?
Well, you hooked
But
that up pretty well.
I rolled a 4 on the will a fish nibble on your line
Oh,
roll.
okay.
So
There was no fish.
Monka. Okay.
I'll look up some. I'm sure there's like some brewed
Yeah.
fishing
fishing
rules.
rules,
I'll look
yeah.
those up for next session and
Okay.
see if we can find something fun. Because if you guys want to be fishing more,
I mean, it depends on how hectic our guard duty
but we'll
is.
say after. How long you guys plan on fishing for? About like two,
I'd say a
2
couple
30
hours.
Couple hours. Let's say a Thanigan, you catch yourself 5 or 6 sun-scaled
Hell
sun-spotted
yeah.
fish.
Hell yeah.
Arano, you get 1.
And I'm
But-
so excited from.
But
my
he
one.
caught a fish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
like,
we'll say
I'm
yours is a
ecstatic.
reasonable size. We'll say like 7 inches in length.
This
I
is
imagine
dinner.
every time Arano casts, he reels it in, there's like the bait's always gone. He's like, damn it. Try again.
Eventually, Thanigan just started baiting Lorano's line for him, like you would for your little kid or something, little
Thanks,
brother.
Dad.
But you can go
You guys
ahead
are cooking-
and
catching dinner for
add
it.
6 fish to your inventory, Thanigan, and 1 to yours, Lorano. And Kline is just like your cheerleader the entire time. He's like, hell yeah, you
Oh,
can
you
do it,
got one.
Arano. Oh, Thanigan, look how many spots are on that one. It's gotta be worth at least 40 gold.
I'm like, oh man, I told you I'm good at this.
I take this moment to thank Thanigan. Thanigan, I just want to thank you for taking me fishing. This
Alright,
was a
so-
great experience.
Are you, as a druid, are you a catch and release type guy, or are you keeping on to this fish?
I'm gonna keep it because it's dinner.
Okay.
Food.
You'll get the hang of it, buddy. I mean, not bad. You got a fish in your first time. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Okay, let's jump over to Stick and Stir. What are you guys doing?
So,
I'm gonna follow Stick around. She seems
Yeah.
excited.
I mean, I just want to see the town. So I guess before leaving the inn, I'll flag down the waitress that was helping us out first and ask her a couple questions.
Yes. How can I help you, little one?
Yeah, so I did see a few gnomes out there. Do you know about how many gnomes you have living here in Lake?
I would say less than 10.
Oh, okay. Do you guys have any like garden areas or anywhere where you grow a lot of flowers and stuff?
Oh yeah, actually, up you go out the inn and go to the right towards the west. One of the houses up there. They have a garden there. That's where I get most of my flowers.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Hey, you like picking flowers?
Yeah. Do you guys have any other like sights that must be seen when you're here in the town?
Have you seen the bridge?
Yep, we came across it.
That's about it.
Oh. Okay.
It's a nice bridge.
It
It
is.
is a nice bridge. Yeah.
It took
great.
a lot of people and a lot of time, but it is a
It's there.
very fine bridge.
Great. Okay. Well, that's all I really needed to know. Thanks.
Of course. When you come back later tonight, I'll have your rooms ready.
Oh, well, yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So you guys are gonna go out into the daylight.
Out into the daylight and take a right, just the way
Okay.
that she pointed us in, towards the garden area.
Okay, there's just a bunch of houses up there. Like it's doesn't seem it's more of a not even a path really. It's just hill up
Okay.
there, and a lot of houses kind of sporadically placed.
Up on the hill. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just go up there and see if I can find a garden and if there's anybody in a garden around there.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
And I'm keeping an eye out for any suspicious looking individuals.
17.
Okay, making a perception check.
8.
No one. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Yeah, I mean, you could find your way. You ask a few people on the way. That the innkeeper told you that there was or the waitress there actually told you that there was a garden up in this direction, and you ended up sent over to a house where there is a garden off. You got a little house, tiny little thing, with a garden on the side.
Okay. I'll go over towards that garden. Is there anybody like standing outside or?
Nope, no one's outside right now.
Okay. And about what time is it?
1 o'clock, since they were fishing for a while, so it's more like 3 for them. But right now, since you guys just left,
Okay.
it'll be like 1:30 probably.
Okay. Then it looks like somebody's house. Like it's not like a shop.
Yeah, this is a home.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother him.
Okay. Yeah, there's no one outside right now, and their door's closed.
Okay. I'll just turn back to Stur and say, it's a nice garden they got, but I don't really want to bother anybody right now. Is there anything you wanted to see?
We ain't gotta bother them to pick the flowers.
I'm not gonna pick their flowers. That's stealing.
Oh, okay. Not really. I just wanted to accompany you, and maybe you'd find something interesting. Fishing's boring, so didn't want to do that.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. No, okay. I guess we'll head back into town and just look around a bit.
All right, sounds good.
And we'll go. If I'm
Maybe we
still
can
eating.
talk to the mayor. Maybe they got something interesting. What was her name? Magistrate Solomon?
Yeah, I think that was it. I guess we can go see him. Say hi. There
Yes.
are new guards.
Yeah, let him know we're gonna be here protecting the town.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Okay.
good idea.
All right,
And
let's head that way.
you guys double back and a few buildings down from the inn. You're able to find the town hall, essentially. There's a lot of people walking in and out of it. Seems fairly busy, but you could go inside of it, yes.
Yeah.
Are there guards stationed outside of it?
Nope, not right now.
Okay, I'll walk in, and the first official-looking person, I'll just ask him, hey, we're here to take over guard duty while they're up north and South Shore looking for it. I wanted to just talk to the mayor and let him know.
Well, you're gonna speak to either Guard Burton or Magistrate Solomon.
Yeah,
We talked to Burton.
Okay, we want to speak to the magistrate, and he points down to the end of the room, and there's a man at a desk, just like sorting through a bunch of paper, and he's kind of got a few people around him talking into his ear while he's doing stuff.
Okay.
Oh, he
Is
looks
he
kinda busy.
available, or is he busy?
I mean, he's always busy. He's the magistrate. He's the one that
Sure.
runs the town, so.
Okay. Well, do we need to have an appointment or?
I mean, you can book an appointment. I mean, what are you wanting to discuss with him? If you're just here to say hello, you can do that.
Okay. Yeah, that's all we really
That's
need
really
to
it.
do.
Go ahead and walk on up to him.
All right, I
Let's-
approach. Thank you.
Right behind
Gives you a
him.
nod. Yeah,
Hello.
he's an older man, a balding, big white beard, mustache, and then he's got a monocle over his right eye.
Hey, Magistrate Solomon, is that okay? Is it okay if I call you that? Should I call you Mayor?
No, magistrate is all right. How can I help you?
Oh, I hope you're doing all right.
We're the new
I'm
guards.
doing quite well. Oh, so you guys are the replacements.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
not
nice
the
to
new
meet you.
recruits. We're the temporary mercenaries.
The
hired.
mercenaries. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's good to have you. I am Magistrate Solomon. Thank you for being here and for protecting my people for your stay.
Of course.
Thanks for the hospitality.
If you need
well,
anything, let us know. We're here to protect.
well, I'm sure I will see you over the next few days, but thank you very much. Can I help you with anything right now?
No, we just wanted to stop in and say hello.
Just checking in, really.
Well, thank you for that, and okay. And he immediately looks back down at his papers and starts. It looks like he's like signing off on a bunch of documents right now.
Well,
All right, we'll get out of your hair. Then
back
I'll
out of
leave.
the
Take
room.
care.
And I guess we can catch up with Thanigan, like see him out on the pier fishing, and
Okay. Yeah,
I
well, we'll
see that
say
didn't
for
take
the
long.
last fish. Well, they're out there for like 2 hours, so
Yeah.
you guys can get out there as Thanigan's reeling in his last cast. It's about 3-4 p.m. right now. You guys want to get drunk?
Did you guys catch any
hell
fish?
yeah.
Yeah, Ronald caught 1 and Thanigan caught 14.
As I like lift them up, I'm like, aha! Just like kind of
There's
showing
6
off.
there.
I've got them all like stringed together on some extra line.
Klein, that's not 14.
What's a 14?
Oh. It's a number. It's.
Is that what kind of fish these are?
Nope.
Well, we're eating them, right?
Hell yeah, right?
Who can skin and cook fish?
I mean, I know how to do it. I can gut it.
Hell yeah.
Sounds good.
Where are we gonna do that at?
I don't know.
We could ask back at the inn if they have a place there where we can clean them.
Maybe we could just give it to them and they do it for us.
Maybe.
I'm not too worried about it. I'm like, all right, you know, it's not a rush. These guys are okay right now.
Well, I'm hungry. It's about supper time.
I could eat again.
So now I'm feeding you my fish.
Hell yeah, isn't that what you were doing? We're just gonna hold on to them, let them rot away? Then we can't even eat them.
I mean, yeah, we kind of got to put them to use, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Toss them back.
What time is it? Is it like, it's like
5, 6.
Okay, yeah, okay, it's dinner time. We can go cook them, but I want to do it my way. Yeah, you know, it's like we could go to the inn, but let's go find a place and build a campfire and just do it there. I just need a rock to kill the fish and cook it, because they're still like kind of flopping around, you know.
Some of them are.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. I like getting down to the nitty and gritty and just eating fish raw.
Yeah, let me show you
Is that
how
what
to
you
do
meant?
it. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you the way, Stur.
We're gonna eat them raw.
Show me the way.
No,
of eating
we're
a
not
raw
gonna eat it
fish.
raw. We're gonna cook them.
Oh, okay.
We can just build a
Yeah.
little fire. Is there anywhere where we could go to do that though? Because we're in like the middle of town right
Make
now.
a perception check.
Dun, 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 dun.
I would
Might be able
also
to ask
like to
someone.
look around to see if there's a
Ba-
vendor.
Yo, my rolls are just
There are
godlike.
vendors everywhere.
By the way, look at these rolls. Like, 18 plus 2, 20, 20, 22, 21. Like,
Yeah, wait till we're in combat.
Yeah,
On
up
it.
to
I
the
know,
west, past the docks. There's some areas by the water that you could probably create a campfire. That's
How-
like not close to anything that you would risk burning down.
Do we
Yeah.
think we would get in trouble? Like, just a
They're
general
the
idea?
guards, man. What do you mean get in trouble?
yeah, we do what we want.
There's still guards here.
Who
The
cares?
real guards are still here.
No, I'm just gonna lead the way. Let's go.
I
Let's
don't
go.
know. What do you think, Stur? Do you think that would get you in trouble?
No?
Stur don't know.
I was...
Before we head over, I want to try. I'm gonna sell the one fish I caught to the vendor.
Okay.
Clear
There's
night
plenty of
bags.
vendors here. Are you gonna like look for a specific type, or are you just gonna walk up to any vendor?
But we're by the dock right now,
Yeah.
so one of like the vendors near the water, like a fisherman vendor or something.
The fishmonger.
And I'm gonna look at him and be like, "What are you doing, man?"
I thought because how many you caught, we could sell this fish and we could split the money.
What's wrong with
Okay.
you? We should eat it.
But we have enough fish.
And he says he's gonna
And
split
it
the
won't-
money. I don't care. I'm happy with that.
Okay. And Klein
your
walks
fish.
off. Can I help you?
Yes, I have this one fish I would like to sell.
There's one fish at a dock filled with fishermen. You want to sell one?
Yes.
A copper.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, let's just eat it.
And yeah, at that point, I'm just gonna.
And like you look around
Offer it.
him, and that same fish type, there's like 30 of them around him in a net.
Ready to be sold. Arano's learning the ways of the world.
Seems
I don't know any
legit.
better.
You hear
Yeah.
the chuckle as you walk off.
I'm like, come on, man, let's just cook it up. I'll teach you how to clean it. And, you know, I've got a pep in my step. I'm excited. People want to learn stuff. I've got knowledge to give about just like survival and life. And, you know, we have these fish. So I just want to, you know, I already rolled perception. So let's say I find like
You already got a good
the
idea.
clear spot that has like a rock on it. I'm going to kind of like lay the fish out, grab a stone in my hand, and smash them on the head. All
Okay.
of them. Like just all 6 or 7 of them in a row because I'm taking a Rainos at that point.
Stur's gonna need to make a Constitution saving throw to not throw up.
All right, go ahead and do that.
Stur, are you okay over there?
Oh wow. It's a
Been a-
+5.
You mean the Warriors got good con?
Yeah.
Shocking.
Oh yeah, you're
And that's
fine.
a 17.
It's a bit
So I
gross.
think I can stomach it.
Um,
I'm just.
yeah.
Yeah, Stur, you don't look so hot.
You slamming them on their head, they all stop moving. But you got your fish laid out. And
All right. So the
you
last
reach your
one.
hand out expectantly to Arano.
Yeah. So there's that. I grab the 7th fish for Rano, and I see Stur's like kind of trouble. I'm like, hey man, you wanted to learn the nitty and gritty. Why don't you do this last one?
I'll give it a shot, I guess, but I might lose it.
Nah, man,
No,
I
you
believe
know what?
in you.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Come on,
I'm gonna
buddy.
throw up all over the fish.
What about you, Stick?
Yeah, let's stick to it.
The fish? I mean, yeah, I could. I'll walk up. I'll take the rock from him and set it on the ground. Pull out a dagger and just stab the fish in the head.
Kline immediately vomits. You brute! What are you doing?
Killing the fish.
I mean,
Made Kline pop.
Disgusting.
I guess that's one way to do it, but you know, you got those sharp blades, so put them to use and help me out here. And like, I'm just gonna show her how to gut it and see if she'll help me kind of clean and gut the fish and get them ready for cooking.
Hand him one of my 5 daggers.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Me or both?
No,
I'm
you can
like-
hand over a dagger without making a survival.
I mean, I'm-
check.
But she's
Cleaning
gonna
them.
help me gut them though.
Oh, are you just cleaning them or helping gut them?
Well, cleaning and gutting the fish. So we're gonna.
Okay,
Like,
so
you
we'll
know.
say Thanigan makes a survival check at advantage.
Yeah,
okay.
with the assistance.
Well, 19 and 17. My rolls are so good right now.
Yeah, you get it cut up clean. You got these nice fillets, cleaned out. All 7 of them. You got these great cuts.
Sweet. With that done, I'm like, yeah, you know, pretty easy to do, right, Stick?
Yeah, no, it's not too bad.
Have we made the fire yet?
We can say you're doing that simultaneously.
Okay. I was gonna say, while they were gutting the fish, I'm gonna be building the fire.
Okay.
Stur, do you want to see how it's done? As I'm cutting out the last fish's guts.
No,
You sure?
What are those orange balls, man?
It's
that's
guts.
too gross. Fish are already gross, and now you're.
Only
it
like
smells
fish
so
when they're
bad.
sticks.
So I'm gonna walk over
Exactly.
to like Stur and like find a stick near him. And I'm just gonna take that stick off the ground, walk over, grab a fish, and again kind of
Put
walk
her
back near
down.
Stur and not stick, but a stick, and just impale it through the mouth, like, and just have the whole fish on the end of a stick. Like, here, buddy, roast it
Is that
over
how
the
you
fire.
eat it? Ugh.
I mean, you can't.
What do you want me to do with this?
Cook it. Hold it
Hold it
over
on
the
the
flame.
fire.
I'm just like I'm not even looking, just holding it out. Like a couple feet above a fire that's not even getting hot.
Okay.
Is this right?
Yeah, a little lower.
It's dripping. Ugh.
Yeah.
Don't we have pans or something?
I mean, we probably got a few, but this is the fish on a stick. You cook it on a stick.
You guys said you wanted to learn to do it the old school way, the old-fashioned way, and this is the easiest way to just live off the land.
You eat it first, and then I'll trust you.
Okay. I'm just gonna like legit take it off the stick, kind of blow on it, to cool it down, and then take a kind of a precautionary bite, hoping I don't burn my tongue.
Yeah, it's not very good, as you didn't really season it, but it's not bad. It's cooked
But
fish.
It's cooked fish.
Yeah. It's nothing special, but you know, it's fish, it's food.
It was free.
Exactly.
Well,
Well, you guys had to pay a bunch of gold for the poles and the worms.
we did have to buy the fishing bait and stuff.
But
That's
we
true.
would have spent a lot more at the end.
That's true. Yeah. Maybe we should do this more often. Maybe not the fishing part, but you know, making our own food.
I mean, there's plenty of wildlife around. I'm sure we could just find a boar. Thanigan could show us the way of cleaning a boar.
You don't really like cleaning things, huh, Stur?
Usually, I just ask someone for a wild hog shank, and then they bring it to me already cooked.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to see the process, is what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
I'd rather
yeah.
not see the process. You know,
Oh, that's fair.
not saying I'm dumb, but I'd like to stay dumb to it.
Yeah. No, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, I can't claim I'm a good cook, but you know, with my family, my cousin, my uncle, Rock and Doc, I used to, you know, just learn all the survival stuff, learn how to live off the land.
And a pinch, it's real handy.
Pretty cheap too.
Gotta eat.
How long does this process take?
I mean, we just did it, you know, like
Cooking the fish.
Like a minute?
not very long.
That took like 15 minutes to clean and cut them, and then although 3 to
10
4
minutes.
minutes to cook it if you're just holding it over an open flame.
And it's seared.
Yeah, it's overcooked for sure, but
It's food.
it's food. It's not
Fair.
bad. I mean, it's bad comparatively to.
Not gonna get that well-fed buff, but
Yeah, there's no buff of this food.
No, this is just straight health food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
I
guys
mean,
gonna cook all 7 of them?
Yeah, I mean,
they'd probably stay better that way.
I don't think we intended to not cook.
No,
them.
we made the fire. We did the cleaning preparation. They're all getting cooked. We're gonna cook all 7 fish right now, and there's
Yeah.
total of 5 of us. So we've got 2 cooked fish that I will keep and put in my pack, which theoretically would be good for a couple days. Just kind of wrap them
Yeah.
up.
At most.
Yeah, you know, I'll probably end up eating them later, right?
Yeah, tonight, midnight snack or something tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
You got 2 cooked meats or 2 cooked fish left over.
Okay, we're all fed. 2 cooked fish in the inventory.
Nice.
You want to head
Well-
on back to the inn?
Go back to the inn, get a room. They said they'd be ready
Yeah.
when we get back. Kline, you're bunking with me.
Sounds good, man.
Anyone want to do anything before we head over to the inn?
Nope. I mean,
I'm gonna how far is the bridge from where we are now? Like, how long of a walk would that be to get to the
25,
north?
30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk to the north end of the bridge and be like, and just kind of chat with the guards. Be like, so you know, I talked to a few of the other. Or can I just assume I'm there now? Or...
Well, we need to figure out who else is going with
Okay,
you
right.
first.
I'll go with
I'll
him.
walk with him, but I'm gonna continue to the inn when he stops.
Yeah.
Okay, you're really
Oh.
close to the inn. So, essentially, he's going right from where you guys are, and you guys would go left to the inn.
Yeah.
So you guys are all breaking off from him, or are you going with Thanigan?
I'm gonna go with Thanigan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Anakin. It's still early.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
I'll go with Thanigan if the group's going that
Oh,
way.
yeah, the whole group
Alright.
just goes and like, I don't know, we should just like mingle and talk to more of the guards, just kind of get a feel. And I'm just gonna be like, all right, so like, it seems like you guys are all leaving, and this place is pretty chill. But give me the lowdown. Where's the action gonna happen?
Oh, well, if it happens, it'll happen here, and this guard's a female.
Right here in town?
Got the bridge, yeah? Either this side or the other side.
They always come for the bridge first.
I mean, yes, usually. They can't really get to us. I mean, the gnolls up north kind of keep to themselves. They don't really push far down into the town. If there was to be an attack, it'd either be from some wildlife to the south side of the bridge, or from the orcs above from the north.
Oh, okay.
And then both points funnel into the town to the west here. So
Well, that makes sense.
No, that's what I wanted to hear, man. Or ma'am, thank you. And I'm like, I told you guys, like, there's gonna be some cool stuff here. I think we're gonna get to kill some orcs.
I don't know if
I
we
hope
want
not.
that. They're huge.
Orcs are scary, man. Imagine Crash, but mean.
Crash was huge.
Yeah, but like, they suck, and I want to kill them.
I mean, yeah, I don't like them either, but I don't necessarily want them to come after us.
Come
Yeah, I
on,
just wanna
man. I've
sit
seen you
around
use those
for a couple
daggers.
weeks.
So are we near the water right now?
That's fair.
yeah, you guys are at the bridge.
Just having had so much fun earlier fishing, I'm gonna walk off to the side and cast my reel.
Okay. Which way are you casting it? West or east?
West.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check.
It was like a kid with a new toy.
Pretty
Doesn't
much.
know what to do with it.
11.
You get a nice cast out off into the distance. I forgot this part's my thing. I mean, during this conversation, depends on how long you want to stay here. Let's say, you know, Thanagan's chatting with this guard for 5 minutes. You immediately go over and cast out your line. No bites within that time.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep fishing until they're done.
I assume they're done. It was a pretty short conversation, like a 5-minute conversation.
All right, so I bring the rail back in, and then I head back over to the group.
Hey, what are you doing there, Rano?
Just trying to get better at fishing.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, every chance you get.
I
Keep
heard.
practicing.
I heard it's a grind, man.
It is.
It's a lot of standing still, waiting.
Yeah, keep on it, man. Practice makes perfect. But cool guys. Well, I mean, I guess there's not really a whole lot to do in this town, and tomorrow we start our guard duty, so I guess we go to the inn now.
Yeah, it seems like this is just like what you'd imagine a standard port town would be like.
Yeah, there's just not a whole lot going on here.
Not really much going on. If you want something to do, you go to Goldshire.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, yeah, I guess we'll turn in for the night.
Okay, so you guys gonna return to the inn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys walk back to the inn, another 20-minute walk. Let's say it's getting close to like 7 p.m.-ish, 7:30. You guys make your way over to the inn. A little bit more crowded than before. Still no gnomes, no elves, just humans and dwarves. Lots of people eating, drinking, having a good time. The moment you walk in, the waitress waves you down. Darcy, well, here's your guys' keys. She points you in the direction of your room, says your room numbers.
Thank you.
So what are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna hang out in the inn, or are you gonna go to bed? What's the plan?
What time is it right now? Like 7?
7:30-ish. 7:30.
Klein, you want to get drunk?
Oh, way ahead of you. And he immediately walks towards the table and waves down Darcy and
I'm with him.
orders a round of beers.
I think I'm gonna turn in early. That way we can get up on time for our guard duty in the morning, guys.
What do you mean all time? He didn't even told us anything.
Well, I mean, if he's gonna be up all night doing the night shift, he's more than likely gonna already be awake whenever we get up. So, the sooner the better.
I'm gonna ignore Stick, go and start and challenge Kline to just drinking ale. Like make eye contact, stare at him, and just go, just chugging my beer,
Chug for chug, you know. Next.
Okay, I see.
slam it on the ground.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have a good night.
And
Okay.
eventually, over like 30 minutes, like a group of people again's gathering around you two, and you're all having these drinking contests. No, in my kids, my childhood, we used to play this game, and you're all playing like these different drinking challenges, and go well into the night. Stur, are you partaking in the alcohol?
I'm drinking, but I'm not gonna challenge any dwarf to a drinking contest.
What are you doing, Arano?
Yeah, I'm drinking, but same idea. I'm just more watching and in amusement than actually.
Arano and I are arm in arm at this point.
Yeah.
And watching the dwarves.
Yeah, you guys are everyone's having a good time, and you know this is just you're beginning starting to grow. Like Stur's gotten used to it at this point, but now that you spent so much time with both Stur and Thanagan, who both seem to come from very different backgrounds, they're still very dwarf-like, and you know, they're not the center of attention essentially, but the attention always seems to be somewhere around them. You know, they bring the life of the party to them. They may not be the focus of what's going on always, but there's always something going on with the two dwarves, and
Especially in the tavern.
especially in a tavern, and especially when they're drinking, and you're starting to get used to this, Arano. But you guys can drink tonight. Does anyone want to do anything before we call it a night?
No, I think after some good drinking, I'm gonna head off to one of the rooms.
Okay.
So what rooms were available?
I'm assuming you're going to be with either Thanagan or Stick.
I'll go into Stick's room.
Okay. Okay. So okay. No awkward walking in on Stick changing moments yet. We're
Not yet.
We're not there yet. No, Stick's passed out flat on her bed with a book or with her journal just on her face.
Literally wearing it as a mask.
Light snoring. But she's passed out. Then again, you get the room to yourself, and then Kline and Stur. You guys going? Are you guys 3 done?
Yeah, I mean, gonna basically drink till I collapse on the table, and then eventually
Okay.
I'll make it to bed. But
And then Kline and
everyone
Stur will
starts
help
their
carrying you to your room. They don't necessarily get you to the bed, but they throw you into the room, and then
Yeah.
Kline and with Stur's assistance stumbles to their room, and we can call it a night. Everyone can long rest and heal that no damage you took, and get back those no spells you casted.
All no damage.
Nice.
You
You get half of your hit dice back.
All
All,
of
your
them
hit
we
dice.
used.
All those hit dice. But you guys wake in the morning. Smell of cooked bacon, sausages, eggs. Chatter in the morning. You guys can be up whenever you want. We'll say you guys can generally get up around 8, but if you guys want to be up earlier.
I mean, it was a late night, so I think 8, so good
Yeah,
time.
8's good. I
Yeah.
imagine we're gonna get up before Thanagan.
I mean, I'm
gonna
sure
be up
Stick might have been up earlier.
Before everyone, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk towards Thanagan's room
Yeah.
just to
It
check on the
took you
state
some
that
time
we're
to get
in.
Kline up, but eventually he comes stumbling out with you. About 15 minutes slower than you wanted to, and you guys head over to Thanagan's room and knock, knock, knock. You got these big slams on your door, Thanagan.
just a hello.
I open the door.
They open the door to come on in. Man, you should really lock this thing, Thanagan. Someone could have came in here in the middle of the night and robbed you.
And then I smell the bacon immediately.
Yeah, it just like comes flowing through. Just
And I am up. I'm just like, good morning. And I just like
Ready to go.
basically walk downstairs, straight up, sit down.
Kline's on your heel.
I am not gonna be in the inn whenever they wake up. I'm gonna say that I woke like early, and just went to see like what guards are out before the sun comes up, and wait for the guards to come out as the sun's coming up, just to see where everybody
There's
goes.
no
Like,
guards in the general vicinity.
You're like people watching, just
See-
kind of like seeing the state of things.
kind, yeah, like going. I just wanted to go like back to the bridge pretty much and sit on the bridge looking towards the town and watch where people typically go.
Okay, so you have the major pier type area where all the shops are. Most people will walk around there. There's houses behind them up north and then to the west. So most people are just come right early in the morning. There's not too many people out, but most are either setting up their shops, walking along the pier, or returning to their home. As far as guards, there's not really any patrolling inside the town.
Okay.
There's
And-
the few that are stationed on the bridge. A few come from further south. Some were positioned a little bit up northeast, but you don't really see any patrolling.
Right. The guards like change out at any point in the morning, or were they already there? from,
No, there's the same people that would be there. What time did you head out?
like 6.
Yeah, it'd be the same guards.
Okay.
No changes.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's it. I'll go back to the inn. I guess maybe like an hour after the sun actually comes up.
Okay. So we'll say you return to the inn. Arana, what are you doing?
Just I went straight for the food.
Okay, so we'll say
Smells
you're
so
returning
good.
to the inn as the rest of your party, Kline, Stur, Thanagan, and Arano, are cleaning off their plates. Nice hearty meal: eggs, bacon, some white gravy, some sausages, and you guys ate your full. The cook here is very good. This is one hell of an inn.
Perfect. Full
You guys
belly,
just-
ready to go.
You guys
It's
just
one of the
finished no
best meals
breakfast?
I've had in a long time.
Yeah, some nice toast. You got an English muffin, Arano?
Yeah, Stick, you want some breakfast? We just finished up.
I had some when I got up.
Oh,
And
It was a while ago.
Flanagan's pretty quiet here. He's still kind of groggy from the night of drinking. He's just kind of fixated on eating and not his head hurting, having his head hurt less, drinking water, etc.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it helps a lot. The food really helps. It's a little bit of like you're trying to keep your head down, avoid looking directly at some of the torches and fires lit in the area, but it's not too bad. You've had worse hangovers for sure.
Seems good, man.
You guys enjoy your food. What's the plan now? Let's say it's about 9 a.m. when Stick returns to the inn.
Do you think we should go find Burton?
I mean, he said to meet him here, didn't he?
I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention.
I mean,
I'm sure he said he'd meet us here. This is where the guards sleep, so.
right. I don't think we can go look for him. I mean, we could go to the bridge, I guess, but he wasn't even out there yesterday.
I just came from the bridge. He wasn't out there yet.
Uh-oh.
He said to meet him here in the inn, so I guess we
Dun
just...
dun dun.
Maybe we should ask the innkeeper lady.
I think I'm gonna go take a look outside, guys, just in case.
Okay. Take a step outside. It's starting to get a little bit more packed out in the streets. Not as bad as it was when you arrived yesterday, but there are some people moving around. You don't see Guard Burton.
Okay, I'm gonna head back inside and let them know. Guys, Burton was not outside, at least that I could see.
Okay, yeah, I mean, he did say in the morning, too, so... I don't know.
Maybe wait a bit longer. I don't know.
Maybe someone's heard from him.
Let's ask the waitress what time he usually wakes up.
What time he shows up?
Or what
okay.
time he shows up.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just gonna kind of be like, hey, ma'am.
Yes.
Do you know when Burton's gonna be here?
He usually gets here between sometime 10 and 11. Depends on how long he took on his walk.
His walk?
Yeah, he guards down to the southwest. Usually.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And
So he might still show up.
He should be here soon, an hour-ish probably.
Okay, thank you.
I mean,
I think we should wait around.
yeah, he said to meet him here, right? So
Yep.
Yep. We'll wait.
Okay, we'll say a few hours pass. Closer to 2 hours than the hour and a half that she originally predicted, but eventually Burton comes slamming in with a big yawn. So there you guys are. So, how'd you sleep?
Pretty great.
Great. How'd you work?
Oh, I did a bunch of standing. It was awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Sounds about right.
Well, are you guys good to be shown the ropes? Again, we have the other guards here, so you won't actually work your shift today, but we'll show you what they do. You can ask them questions.
Yeah, no, I think
I'm
we're
ready. We had our breakfast, so.
Okay, well, follow me, and you know, he's not drunk at this point. He does seem a little bit tired, but he opens the door, and you guys step out into the sunlight, the brisk, starting to get a little bit cooler in the days as we're starting to push into a fall. But it is very nice outside. The sun is still rising up over the edge in the distance, but I think that is a good place to call it for this session.
Sounds good.
All right, yeah.
Yep.
The road to Redridge.
GG's. Yeah, we
made it.
survived
we did it, boys.
all the way.
Honestly, pretty easy trip.
Yeah. What a boring road to Redridge.
Oh.
Wow.
We did
My
have the
heart.
wagon to go there.
Oh.
I mean, it's honestly
Still
like.
working on that second character.
Guess
Next
we know
week I
who the
die.
orcs are attacking first.
Yeah. That was a good session.
That was
Good,
fun.
yeah.
It's fun to do just roleplay. It really is. It's amazing.
That's
Well,
2 episodes in a row with no
games,
combat.
I know. I'm itching.
Yeah,
I'm level
take a
2. I got
fight
all my
with that.
abilities. I was like, I just wanna
Hey,
kill
we're here. You
I
guys
know.
do a lot more RP than I intend.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Awesome, guys. Well, the standard stuff. Be sure to check out our Patreon. We have a patreon.com/rollneed with, as we mentioned at the top of the show, just basically a variety of tiers where you can support us to help us just kind of commit more time and create more content. Essentially, that's what it's for. Beyond that, the show is... we've been having a little bit of issues on Twitch for whichever reason because we're using the Premiere feature, which is in beta. Basically, the file gets uploaded on a scheduled time since we do often record ahead of time to make sure that we can be on a consistent schedule for a new episode every week, especially with like weddings happening this month that some of us are going to.
BlizzCon.
I'm going to BlizzCon in a few weeks, right? So it's just kind of the way that we're doing it. And since that's been inconsistent, we're just making sure that YouTube is always available and the MP3 feed is available as well. This week will be for sure. I'm making sure that iTunes and Google Play are set up and good to go. The RSS feed does exist on Podbean, and I know some people have already found it there, but we are going to make it accessible on all platforms, even looking at Spotify and everything else. But yeah, spread the word. Hopefully you guys enjoy the show. Feedback is appreciated on Discord. You don't have to be, there's a public channel for everyone on the Discord, which you can find via my Twitch, which is SolidJakeGG. And then of course, we are going to do the QA sessions in the near future, which is the patron only channel. Rulebook, check that out. Big shout out to Jahia again for supporting us and creating an awesome rulebook in general. What am I missing?
Follow us on Twitter, Roll Need Show.
Roll Need Show on Twitter. Yeah. And I look forward to our classic podcast. We're going to be launching a WoW classic podcast, which will definitely vary with who's on it. I think, the shows will have guests. Some shows will be 3 people. Some shows will be 5 people. There's going to be a lot to talk about. And, we have a lot of ambitions in terms of established personalities and people at Blizzard to come on and talk with us. Can't make any promises, but that is the kind of the goal with that. Yeah.
A lot of theory crafting debate to happen.
Yes.
Because I have a feeling that if I were to talk to Zoya, we'd be in different boats.
That's what it's all about, man. That's what podcasts are for.
I'm a purist.
Yeah. There's really only 2 ways, but for the
I'm not.
podcast.
Oh boy.
One day, the great debates will begin.
Yeah.
Soon.
When we're not limited to a 3-hour D&D show.
We're gonna need
right?
several more hours.
Yeah, precisely why the podcast is brewing. But cool, guys. Any other? You can follow us all on Twitter. We all have our Twitters linked here on the stream. And till next time, GG's. Rollneat is directly supported by listeners like you. Visit patreon.com/rollneat.